Always waiting on Celeste.
Listen, I will cut.
And then we stop.
Okay. No. Shh. Zen, it's time.
Now I gotta get the notebook. I'm gonna note this down. No, I'm playing. JK. Okay. So last time we played, I believe you guys had left into the castle, and by you guys I mean Aislynn, Run, and Kyo reconvened with Arya. Um, this was when everyone was still there, as far as like the citizens of Kurai.
And they're nowhere to be found right now.
Yes, when you guys woke up after a nice sleep, the whole city, the whole kingdom seemed to be very barren. I don't know if it raised questions for you because you guys didn't seem too surprised.
I haven't seen it, have I? I'm the only one that hasn't, I think.
You don't really leave your room.
I was only in my room 2 days by myself, working on spells, and Euron was there for part of it.
So 2 sessions.
Well, I mean, one session you were doing combat the whole time. Get out of my face.
So 2 sessions regard. Last. Using the place was barren. You guys looked around. You went to the trophy room, and you could find some kind of item that'll help you guys out with maybe helping Kazuko. You saw this big lurch fellow just kind of moaned and groaned whenever he would respond. You guys noticed there was a kind of doorway in this bookcase area, and you guys proceeded to travel through those hallways. Traveling through, it brought you to a cave. You guys turned around and were like, well, what the fuck? How come we can't go back? Because you saw that the cave entrance was just pretty much just like a indention. It was just like a small like cave that just ends.
And weren't we following like footsteps too?
Yes, you were actually following footsteps. Those footsteps led to a church in a kind of meadow, very well vegetated area, very green, uh, very kind of wet from the rainfall. So, like, the soil was very soft. You guys spoke with the dead. That dead person being the uncle of the keeper of the, not the cathedral, but the church that was there. Introduced himself as Vincent. You guys made friends with him. He brought you inside to kind of have sanctuary in this unknown place, which now is known as Nazca. You guys are currently staying there while he tries to find out some sort of way to figure out how to get Aislynn to travel in the depths of hell without being detected. That being said, that's where we left off for you guys, but where we left off with Kazuko, he was brought up to the tower after a kind of scolding from his father. Athanael brought him up. They exchanged some words, which shortly after Heisenflay showed up, or what we thought was Heisenflay. Oh no, it was Fearton, and then they bumped uglies.
You called your junk ugly.
And then she told Kazuko, "You fool, you were tricked. Enryu actually just wanted us to make a baby to replace you." And he got really mad and blew up the tower.
That ending is just beautiful. Chef kiss.
Okay. Getting a lot of messages here. Okay. So now we change it a theme. Change it a theme to something a bit more dire. One Just find it. I don't know if I want that one. Let's try this one. Okay, okay. So it goes to the Mikey. The fate of the angered Kazuko. Black lightning crashes through the nine hells. The pain of betrayal can be heard roaring through the realm of Phlegathos. Everyone within the radius can feel the anger and hatred of the young son of Inryu. This wave of anger just crashes against the obsidian castle, destroying their tallest tower, causing it to collapse through sheer willpower. These darkness bolts begin to scatter across the grounds of this castle keep. Some demons fall and disintegrate as they are consumed by the electrical current created from the pure rage that is now Kazuko. Who messaged me? Oh. The flames of this lair become black just for a moment. A brief flash of the reality that could be that could raise questions for some that were here, whether Inryu's magic can be withheld here, or is it native to this dimension or realm, whatever you prefer to call it. Entering an engulfed rage, Kazuko has lost all self consciousness, much like his state in battle when he has fallen. He has become consumed by this rage entirely. The will to kill and avenge has transformed him into a sort of uncontrollable beast. His fists glow with the lightning he summons at will. Demons swarm him from all corners of hell, only to meet their ill-fated fate at the hands of the Baltior. Kazuko's fists imbued with pure destruction break, crack, and snap limbs from these devils in a single strike. Each attack is fierce and menacing, causing some devils to flee for their lives. Within minutes, 200 demons have fallen to the rage consumed by the hatred of his father. Kazuko's body begins to be engulfed by his own power, the black flame, rising within him, begins to react to the blood of the demons that has covered his body as he continues this onslaught. It is as if he has become a type of nuclear reactor and an explosive force that begins to burn away his own flesh and muscle the longer he is within this state. A wasteland of demonic corpses now fill the unholy courtyard of this keep. Uh, any devils that approach him become instantly disintegrated. Their souls travel to his right arm to fuel this creation of unspeakable rage. His right arm begins to burn brightly, changing in color of the hellish fires within hell. With a simple movement of his right arm, he is capable of cleaving through waves of devils like butter. The resistance that flesh and bone can create are non existent. It is at this time that your eyes look up to the sky, Kazuko, and you see your father and Ateneo looking down upon you. watching you as if this were some sort of show, a type of entertainment that they have planned. This this fuels your anger beyond its limits. Small fragments of reality begin to burn away and become consumed into the Wraith Blade. Its power is beginning to grow unstable. You launch into the sky, a crater where you once stood. Hurling yourself hundreds of feet into the air, you plunge your Wraith Blade towards Indria. His eyes widen as his arms open up for you. The ritual is now complete. The pending doom of the Prime Realm is nigh. My anger has been recreated in a physical form. Now I shall watch the world melt away. My son, initiate thy sacrifice. Kazuko, you reach your father, but the killing blow was not met. Your mental self begins to plunge into a dark abyss. The company within this darkened world is that of the most terrible of memories you have ever lived. You close your eyes, for it's your only option to retreat from these horrors. But it's useless. Closing your eyes only resets and replays another memory. You have become trapped in a reality that forces one to relive their failures for eternity. This is now the life of Kazuko. Can his friend save him from a fate worse than death? Now then, we shall transition here over to another section. I have to set something up first. If I can find it. Okay, there it is. Alright, Mark, if you'd be so kind, I have a surprise for you. And you can look over these items. Just try not to spill too many secrets. Okay? Okay.
What do you need from me?
Oh, you'll see. This would be some handouts and a sheet. And then music. How's this sound? Okay, okay. Merc. Darkness awaits you. The sounds of wings flapping are all that you can make out in this darkness. You feel as if you're lying down aloft inside some sort of stonework prison. Using an immense amount of strength, you push on to the stone above you, and you feel it give. You toss it to the side. This must be some sort of cover. You see a dim light pierce through the small opening you have created, and ash begins to filter through slowly like snowfall. Moments pass by, and you feel the area is safe and that you may leave this concrete resting place. It would seem that where you were placed was some sort of stronghold, an old fort with scorch markings all about. No sense of life in any direction. What you can make out seems like this place has been abandoned for some time. You decide no answers lie for you here, and you leave your resting place covered in ash. You find yourself to be only a suit of armor with a radiant blade on your hip. Its essence bellows forth to you, almost speaking to you in some sort of language you've never heard, yet understand it. It repeats to you softly: give life or bring death. You shake off the voice and try to regain consciousness, or conscious. Uh, a bit dizzy and nauseated, your head swirling, everything grows silent until you hear footfall. You look into the direction of the sounds, only to see a pale-skinned man adorned in fine garb. His long white hair, blood-red eyes are fixated on you. He speaks to you. To what purpose do you have on these grounds, stranger?
Do I know who I am right now?
Probably out of game, but in game, no.
I guess I would see if my voice works first. I guess I would say, I don't know.
You try to speak, and it's kind of raspy at first. You're not used to talking in this, whatever form this is. But you clear your throat, and it comes clear. You don't know. Seems the dead don't rest very well as of late. Do you have a name, stranger?
I don't know my name, right?
Nope.
I guess I'll just shake my head.
No name. No reason why you're here. A lost soul, I suppose. My name is Vince. Seems you're not the only traveler here within this realm. I've lived out most of my life here, everything desolate and destroyed by the total corruption of that which is idle. And yet you appear as if you know not of the destruction that took place here. I feel as though if you were hostile or even uneasy of whom I was, you would have taken arms. Well, as I said, there are others who are not from here. Perhaps they may assist you in finding out who you are, or what you are, even.
I guess I'll just nod my head in agreement.
Stay here for a moment, I'll return for you.
Fight
I need to
Matthew.
acquire something that may help these other travelers. They wish to proceed into the depths of hell. Hope your schedule wasn't busy. Doesn't seem you have any pressing matters during this time.
I guess I'll just wait there.
See him reach into his pouch, kind of shuffles around a bit. He's kind of taking his time. He's not like in any rush. And he pulls out a pendant. And he gives it to you. This is to show that we are friends. Kind of looks around the forest, kind of wasteland that you guys are in, still within the forest as well. There are things here that don't take kindly to undead, is what I'm trying to figure out what you are. I simply claim you as undead. Not quite sure if you are.
I guess I'll look at the pendant and just pocket it. Oh, if it's a pendant, I'll pin it somewhere.
Yes, it preferably be visible. As I said, I'll return to you within a moment. When you see him walk off into like the mist, into the forest, in the distance you can see like these darkened like ebony pillars that reach into the sky, and it looks like a dream of some sort that they reach so high into the sky but never end. It's like your vision curves off where they should end. You see him walk in that direction.
I'll just stand there, just waiting.
Start to kind of pace back and forth. It's been hours. Start to kind of sit down and toss rocks at a wall for a moment. You hear sounds every now and then of creatures lurking about, but they don't tend to pay you any mind as far as an assault. You look back towards those pillars and you can hear those footfalls again. You see your new acquaintance has arrived, this time carrying a satchel with him. Well then, I see my pendant has worked. Are you ready to travel back to these others?
I guess I would just nod.
Follow me. My place will be a sort of sanctuary for you as well. Seems it's very popular this time of year.
I would follow him.
Um, as you travel down this kind of ruined fort, you can see more of those scorch marks and like runic markings of some sort. You're allowed to make a Arcana check.
Kind of check with what?
You should have a new sheet.
Oh, it doesn't. Yeah, unlock it for me.
Fine, I will. Let's see. Here you go.
Oh, okay.
Sorry about that. Thought I had that ready.
Huh.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay. Arcana.
Give me a moment. Check the charts here.
I have a question. I would message you.
Okay. By all means. 11. Okay. I'll wait for your question and we'll continue. Whisper, whisper, whisper.
All right. Oh yeah, I rolled an 11.
With an 11, these runes almost mean nothing at all to you. But you do sense a type of very old magic to them. A very destructive type. That's all you can make. You travel down these large steps on the side of a cliff, like a basin cliff, down and deeper into the forest. As the mist begins to part, you can see a small church with stained glass representing a very greenish vampire with these red robes on the stained glass, each one different, him slaying a sort of cleric of some sort. It's a bit off putting for you that someone would display such events in a type of church. Do you still choose to follow?
I mean, yeah, nothing better I could really do right now.
Okay. Begin to travel down towards the graveyard to the side door of the church. As for the rest of the group, you hear footfall on the outside. You hear the door creak. Well, unlock. And then creak open. You see that it's Vincent walking in with a very armored fellow. You would look in the gaps of the armor, but you wouldn't see flesh.
I would hide behind Arya.
Um, do not mind my friend. He is no name, is what I'll call him.
What did you call him?
No
What
name.
was his name? No name?
No name is what I figured might fit him. For when I introduced him myself, he seemed rather puzzled on who he was.
Oh,
Seems he was born a few hours ago. Doesn't seem very violent, just lost.
nice to meet you, No Name.
So he's like completely encased in this armor, right?
I'll describe it. So he has armor, but there's like also like a type of like hooded cloak that sits above the helmet and kind of furrows through the back. The cloak wraps around his neck. It's hooded. The armor's very dark due to kind of like soot. Seems like he was burnt before, like maybe that was the cause of death was flames. Each step he would kind of take would kind of like ash fall would kind of come from his form.
So we would know he's undead by looking at him? Or he looks
You
undead?
could tell. You've seen undead before.
Yeah.
I'm sure Arya has as well through her travels. So you guys can discern that he might be of undead origin. Well, amongst my travels, meeting him and speaking with a friend of mine, I was able to acquire something that may aid you in your travels to, well, essentially hell.
Oh. Thank you. What?
This ring.
Hmm?
This ring is sentient, but I must implore, when you wear this, a being will be with you as well. Although not harmful by nature, only harmful with the type of aura she brings.
I'll look at Arya, because I'm sure Arya's not going to let me just take it right out.
Well, it's up to you. We're going to the Nine Hells.
Is there side effects?
Let's try it on and see if it does have side effects.
Oh.
I'll try it on.
You try it on? When you try it on, you see like a veil begin to drop over your eyes, and everything looks very like neonish, very bright pinks and like teals, and you can see like waves of spirits moving about within this.
So it's the astral plane?
Yes.
Alright, I look at the guy that just came in with Vincent, and I look at Vincent. What do I see?
Vincent looks very like pale, like he's the only thing that's not lit. He's very, undead. You look at the Ashen Knight, and you would see some portions where embers begin to burn off on his clothing. You would also notice his sword is very radiant and gives off some sort of soulish aura to it where it seems undead as well, which is very strange to you. A sword undead?
Radiant?
Mm-hmm.
Well, how is it, Arya?
I
You
think
would-
I just had an orgasm.
For everyone else, you would see her eyes just glow like a bluish, purplish hue and give off like a thread of like smokish off of like the corner of the eyes.
You feel okay though?
Waiting to see if anything happens, but for the most part, it allows you to see the astral plane, and I'll look at Vincent. Who is the person tied to this ring? Or what is this person?
A guardian. Her name is Ariel.
What did you say his name was?
Ariel?
Her?
We her. What was her? We put her name in.
Yeah.
I don't know why my headset's fucking weird.
Ariel? Like the Little Mermaid?
Ariel.
Ariel! Like under the sea.
I kind of focus on the ring and try to reach out to Ariel.
At this moment, it would seem as if you're meditating to everyone else. Very subconsciously, you take a seat, and everyone kind of looks at you a bit awkwardly. But as you focus in, much like a scrying spell, you're ripped up into the sky and brought forth to these ebony pillars that I spoke earlier about, where they expand into the sky for pretty much infinity. When you're brought forth to the center of the pillars, you look about in the luscious green forest. These pillars kind of flash in and out from ebony to a very kind of white marble, kind of showing you what they used to look like, where they weren't so darkened and looked very like not full of life. It seems when they were around, life was more prominent. You can probably ascertain that whatever this idol creature has done has obviously brought doom upon this world by messing with these pillars. Upon your kind of self investigations, a type of spirit, a wraith, a woman very pale with these azure eyes. Just the rings around are azure, and like the center are very black. When she moves, she leaves like this shadowy kind of after effect when she moves. She moves very slow, not very aggressive or any type of thing that would draw your blade, essentially. She has long, kind of like ink like hair. It kind of looks like she's wearing a mask, but um, you notice that she draws breath from like her face and her chest expands. The kind of darkened robe she wears looks very inky as well, but it leaves that shadowy effect. My, Vincent told me you needed my aid.
We do. What does it require from us?
If Gargos summons Idol, I would only ask that you keep Idol dead or sealed at any cost. Vincent has exclaimed to me that he has found a way to save this realm through your help.
It's not a guarantee. If he's strong enough, perhaps.
At
But
this point, any chance is better than none.
I would agree. Then you have my thanks, Arya. My name is Arya, daughter of Achilles. I almost said son.
Well, daughter of Achilles, I will assist your very holy ally in traveling in the depths of hell, but it will come at a cost.
Yes, and the cost.
Her life will become drained for each day that she is down there wearing this ring.
Can you take mine instead?
You will not be wearing the ring.
I mean, semantics.
Well, I must also add, if she dies with this ring, her soul will become encased in it.
DM.
Give a stiff glare. No one's dying. This is not how I do business.
I only read the fine print to you.
I appreciate your service on this endeavor. And it's very serious, and take what you say to heart. But just know that that little girl holds more power than you could ever hope to dream of. So for your sake, I wouldn't do anything that's even finer in the print.
I have no ill will towards you or your allies.
I'm not saying you do, but since we're being so candid, I thought I'd just share that with you. For your help, I will assist him should he arrive in my realm. But there is a way that you get there, and he must do that himself. Only heroes, or there's some fine lines there, arrive there. We must undertake a quest, and I should be home by then. If not, I have sent a notice of his arrival. But in order to get there, he must die.
Do you know how to kill a vampire?
In my realm, it works a little differently. There's a little bit more rules to the matter. I understand that running water hurts you, hurts them here. It's like acid. Correct?
You are correct.
Radiant light slows them. Sunlight, particularly. And a good old stake to the heart. That one I'm not for sure. Seems kind of silly.
I'm more than certain he will question his travels there. But if he does wish to save Nazca, I'm sure
Well,
he'll understand.
if you're going with him, I believe the person he should go looking for is Malachi. But again, I thank you for your help, and I will make her aware of this decision. If she decides not to, do not take offense to it, for it is not my life that is being taken.
I am sorry. But
Life keeps going regardless of the troubles that we witness.
you're more than welcome to look around. These pillars are not as grand as they once were.
Everything has a purpose. These stretch to the heavens in my eyes. I wonder what they're supporting.
They used to support the balance. The balance that was once prominent before idols reign.
Is there information in this church on idols so I may research him? Or her?
The church
Yes.
looks at you a bit puzzled. Anakin, are you speaking of like
The
idols?
castle. No, like because she said if Gargos awakens idol, I have to kill him or seal him, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I'm just looking for information to read on it. Yeah, kind of taking it to heart what she's saying.
Okay, so more of like looking
Recon.
for information on where idols' whereabouts, maybe.
Well, the way she stated it is that there's a strong chance that if we run into Gargos, he's going to do that.
Okay, so you want
So
more information on Gargos' keep, then, rather.
no, on how to kill idol, because I have to kill or seal, right?
Gotcha. So you want information on killing idol.
Yeah, because that's what she said. She didn't mention anything about Gargos. Just said
Other
if he
than
summons it.
yeah. Other than that,
Yeah.
Okay. How do we want to go about this?
If it's not important, just tell me it's not, and I I assure you, I
There are
will
two
not.
ways.
Okay.
There are two ways to either slay or seal idol. To slay is to simply endure the pain and agony that will be brought to fruition once a battle has been commenced.
Okay.
To seal, trammels made of adamantine and mithril must be forged. With these trammels, someone who has mastered into the arcane must learn to seal this creature.
What a game. In my time here, have I done the studies on what this realm has gone through with Jado, or has it just been doing what me and Jado are doing?
As far as Kurai
Vec,
or not?
as far as Vecna.
As far as Vecna?
I'm assuming that she's referring to the same thing that sealed Vecna, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So if I don't know
And
it, it's cool.
Uran would know about this because he's a bit of a bookworm as well. So if you relay this information, he might be able to help you there as well.
Okay. And Gargos could summon him.
Gargos
Mhm.
seems like he can be summoned from what was explained to you.
Yeah. And then the ring itself is attunable, right?
Yes. Must
Ring attune.
attune. So that might be a problem for Aislynn, but
And it
self-reflection.
drains the life, but we don't know how much for each day that we're in the 9 hells.
Mm-mm. If you were to cast Identify on it, might give you some more information.
I'll do that in my free time. Alright. And her name is Ariel.
Mhm.
Alright.
I got that.
Mark. Nah, I got a notepad right here. I'm writing this shit down on because I don't know what'll be like main story purpose, but just to have it.
Okay.
All right. Well, I assure you that anyone that gets in my way will be cut down. There is nothing I won't do to bring Kazuko back. Nothing. So
Oh,
let's remain allies and hope that we are never enemies. And she'll bow to her.
I must also add that Idol's horrendous appearance, his head split in two, remains intact. A
You
type of
can't.
magic is surged through to keep it whole. This is a wound made by Gargos. Perhaps this information may help you in your future endeavors.
So the magic that Gargos did separated the head to force it into two, right?
So Gargos split the head vertically, but it's still latched onto the neck, but is kept together through magic.
Ugh. Alright. Disgusting. Disgusting. Alright. Well, again, thank you, Ariel.
The pleasure is mine.
I take the ring off.
You're brought back. You kind of reel backwards on your back as you're brought back. You lean on top of Aislynn as she was braiding your hair.
I'm not that heavy.
It startled me though.
I look back. Alright, here's the deal.
Mhm.
Ariel is neither friend nor foe.
Mhm.
She's agreed to help us under certain promises that someone has made here. Me. Uh, this ring, every day you wear it in the 9 hells, will drain your health. And it requires attunement, and I'd like to identify to gain information on perhaps how much life it'll drain. But if you wear this, it will drain away your life. That being said, you are in charge of your own person. Weight the cost of being in the Nine Hells like a glowing beacon of cuteness versus your health draining. Take as much time as you need. Do not be irrational about it.
I'm gonna look at the ring and then look at all her items that she's attuned to.
I'm not attuned to hardly anything, actually.
Me.
While you guys
Oh, yeah.
figure that out, I'm gonna grab my pizza real quick.
Got a bit of a problem.
Yeah? Well, you do. Do you mind if I hold on to it before we go? I'd like to identify it and write down the properties.
Oh, sure, of course.
And then I get up and... Hey, nameless. Or no name.
I guess I would just tilt my head at you.
We're chill. Do anything stupid, I'll cut you down. I like your outfit. And I go and sit down and start reading that book. The one on the Nine Hells, I guess. Do you want that information, Celeste, of what I was just told?
Mm-hmm.
You want me to just put it in our OneNote?
Mm-hmm. That is, that's pretty heavy.
It's under Kurai, just so you know.
Okay. If I die, I get trapped in the ring.
Yeah. I'll make sure to add that. I actually didn't write that part down. Thank you for bringing that up.
Yep.
Could be worse. I mean, are you still technically alive in the ring then?
I guess my soul would be trapped in it.
Say it's her
Okay.
soul, right?
I would assume so. Will forever be stuck in a ring.
I mean,
That'll
it could be
probably sit
worse,
in
you
this
know?
broken down world collecting dust.
So, I'm assuming we are going to the Nine Hells, right?
Well, yeah, we've got no choice. We don't know this is Kazuko.
I need to get the... Did he put in here how to spell that creature? Ideal or ideal?
Idol?
Iodel?
It's I and then DOL, I believe.
I guess I would lift up. Oh, I guess I'll walk closer to you two and raise the lantern I have.
Where did you put
Wait,
it?
do you
When
have a
he-
face?
Oh, I see it.
When he raises this lantern, this very greenish and whitish smoke kind of billows from it. You can tell that it once carried souls before.
Oh, is he Chiron?
I guess. What?
Aislynn screams in fear.
So, a spider
did?
just landed on my arm and started crawling across it.
I guess I would just point at the little girl I see.
So he holds
Protect.
the lantern up, very spooky, and points to you.
What?
Protect from evil.
I point at myself. You want me to protect from evil?
I would point at the lantern. Protect from evil.
Protect that from evil?
No,
Protect
the
you
lantern.
from evil.
We'll get there eventually. We'll figure it out.
Just hits you with the lantern.
Oh, that will protect us from evil?
No, just you.
Oh.
Oh.
I'll slowly shimmy over to him then.
No. Hold on. What are you doing?
He said he
We
protected.
literally just met him. I shake my head.
Well,
Can I identify that lantern?
You may.
Does anything happen when I touch it? No name?
I'm so paranoid of the spider. I'll be right back. I'm sorry. 1 second.
When you touch it, the
I didn't touch it. I'm asking if.
Oh,
I'm
I
asking
guess
you.
I'll just like Shake my head. I don't know.
Well, I can't have this be hanging around Aislynn if it's a trap of some sort. I have no reason to trust this man.
I'll grab it.
Oh,
Alright.
shit.
Joe, as you touch it, that smoke kind of swirls around your arm for a moment. Much like when you cast a spell that wards you from good or evil, it acts very similar, but a more grander scale. Seems like it's meant for something as of where you're traveling.
Alright, I'm back. Sorry.
Sorry, you said
Welcome
the
back.
green aura that goes around feels like it's warding you from good or evil?
It would feel very similar to a spell that is
Okay.
called Protect from Good or Evil.
Okay.
You would also sense, if you roll Arcana, I'll give you more information.
If he touched it, I'll just cast Identify.
Okay.
Okay.
You cast Identify. Merc, you may copy and paste what it does.
Okay.
Hmm.
Wait, it's unsettling to those of radiant light?
Yes, it would be.
So I would find it unsettling?
Mm-hmm.
I don't.
There's
Yeah.
souls pouring at it.
Well, I traveled with Isra for a bit.
I mean, you can touch it if you want.
Does it have a name?
You did cast Identify on it. So I will
I
give
could
you
put
the
it
name.
up to see if it actually tells me the name, okay? I don't want you to
Okay.
give me anything for free.
See what it says.
Oh, you must touch it. Touch it.
Whether it requires attunement to use and how many charges it has.
It doesn't tell me the name.
Mm-mm.
I know the spell it was used to. If it was created by a spell, I know what created it, or what spell was used.
If it was a spell that
No,
created
yeah, I mean, it's whatever. You know what I mean?
you would sense like necrotic magic. I can't give you nothing specific because I didn't.
No, 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 hey, no, you're good. You're good. You're good.
But it's
You're good.
definitely like necrotic and necromancy attached to it.
Any symbols on it at all?
Just the one. And I'll give it to you if I have it. I don't know. I
It's fine,
did
because I have
clear
the
out.
book of them. I trying to do this non-metagaming, right? But I have a book on the 9 hells, so if it's from the 9 hells, I should, and it has a symbol on there, I should be able to find the symbol in the book of 9 hells.
I think undead and devils aren't too fond of each other, so wouldn't be related to.
Good enough for me on that one.
But I will give you a symbol as soon as I find it.
So, okay, so what if I go stand near this lamp in Kazuko and I ask Vincent, do I feel any different?
You've suffered from claustrophobia, right?
Yeah.
Think of like these spectral walls just placed in all directions of you, protecting you, but also closing in. It kind of raises your heartbeat a bit. Kind of get a sweat on your brow.
I guess I would look nervous.
You would feel that saves have disadvantage. And
Oh,
spells
so it
that,
hides you. Oh my
and
god.
spells that have a to hit
Mm-hmm.
have disadvantage. Well, under this aura. So keep that in mind.
Okay. Do I feel any different, Vincent?
You look rather nervous.
I meant my aura.
Your heartbeat seems. And he kind of shakes off his
Oh.
Right.
Well, it's a bit,
You do look as if you belong. I need to excuse myself.
I'm gonna scurry out of the aura to try to calm down. Are you
Said
okay?
Ranger.
As I said, you're all welcome to stay here. I have to go and do what I must to survive.
Have a good meal.
It's never good.
I'm sorry.
He bows to all of you. You see him just kind of glide through out the door.
I'm hugging the fuck out of Rain.
Rain feels very uncomfortable. It's like those tight hugs. Like if she squeezes any tighter, it'll snap some bones.
You're just gonna like a water balloon.
Yeah.
I look over, I see a
Made out of
puddle of water. No, he's made out of water.
Oh yeah.
Any tighter, I'm gonna Fenron him.
Eyes bugging out.
No, it's
Where's
very
this, like,
brave,
little-
Gio.
Oh, go ahead.
Well, both of us are here to protect some people, right?
Have you sat down and looked at your paladin prowess or spells or whatever you use to make sure you're all set for the 9 hells?
Pretty much, I think.
Very well. Aislynn, have you studied?
I'm about to do that now. And I'll shudder. What if we count on the torch for now and then use the ring as a last resort?
Well,
As
I mean-
scary as that flame is, and I'll shudder again.
well, the thing is, you're kind of going off of trusting either this ring person or this other person we don't know. So there's really no best answer. It's whatever you're comfortable with. We don't know the full story on this realm, nor do we know everything about Ariel. And call me suspicious, but new person just happens to show up in a place that no one else shows up in. What are the odds?
Maybe I should go talk to Ariel as well myself.
After I cast Identify.
Okay.
Then it's all yours. You keep it on your person. Remember, it takes some time to attune.
Mm-hmm.
I guess I would say my purpose is gone. I have no reason to betray you.
No reason. You may not, but you're undead. Those who created you might.
What was your
What was your purpose?
Yeah, what was your
Sorry.
purpose? No, you're good.
I cannot tell you, for I do not know myself.
Well, that's sad. Well, I hope you find a new and better purpose. A good one, please.
I happen to be working on something that might be particularly useful for you. Should you prove your mettle in battle, be happy to use it on you.
I guess I'll just nod and go sit somewhere in a corner and just wait to see what they do.
Are you gonna sit in the corner or are you gonna join us? Because trust me when I say going off on your own to do stuff usually winds up with her dragging you into an interrogation.
What do you mean? Oh.
Yes. Alright. So, Aislynn,
Yes.
Uron, Keo. This is my spell book. Do you see it?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think.
Never, if you see it lying around anywhere, pick it up.
Never pick it up.
No,
Never
pick it up. Pick it
Oh.
up.
Why
not
would it
leave
be
it.
lying everywhere or anywhere?
It shouldn't be, but if I happen to lose it, get it.
Where's
You
your
know why.
Where's your flask?
The flask is in my side, and I'll point to this, I guess I have like a satchel. I don't fucking know what Arya has. Probably big hips and a gorgeous booty. I don't know. But
Not
this is
it.
my everlasting sea. Extreme temperatures is terrible on me. Heat, anyways. Cold, not so bad. And most importantly, and I kneel to Aislynn, you and Kazuku are the ones that are most required to come back. Got it?
I got it.
I look at her in the eyes again. There's nothing down there that I can't throw through a wall. But be prepared.
Just make sure to throw yourself through the wall back up here, okay?
I'm not quite sure how that logic works, Aislynn, but
Just get yourself back up here too, okay?
I ain't going anywhere. I have a child to see.
Good.
One I hope is as brave as you are, little one.
I'll puff out my chest like,
Now, if you don't mind, I have 2 books to finish and I have to identify this ring.
Yep.
So if you need me, I'll be 5 feet away, in plain sight of all of you, working on things.
So no name! You
I
don't...
sigh and sit down.
I guess so, like, because when I was sitting in the corner, I was just like, had my head down, so I guess I was just like raise my head up and look at you.
And I squat down in front of you. You don't remember anything?
I would shake my head.
That's sad. So you
Would
don't...
I be able to tell if he's under some sort of a magic or something? Or a spell has been cast on him?
If you're looking for that, roll perception and arcana.
Perception.
I wonder if I can show you all my spells.
Print screen.
There you go.
With your perception, it doesn't seem like any kind of like puppet or any kind of spell. With the arcana, you can sense that it's not so much as he's tethered to a type of caster, but maybe the sword at his hip brings question.
This is the sword I had that's not familiar to me, right?
Mm-mm.
Okay. Alrighty. Okay, Aislynn, sorry to interrupt you. I was just taking a look at the goods, you know.
You're fine, Neuron. So you don't remember any friends or family?
No, shake my head again.
Well, you met us. We can be your friends now. Right, Arya?
Yes. Unless he does something stupid. But, to be fair, and I'll look to No Name, we all kind of do something stupid.
She took the words out of my mouth. I've done my fair share of stupid.
No, it's naive for you, not stupid. You'd have to know it's stupid for it to be stupid.
What?
I guess I would say I don't really know you, but when it's time to fight, and I would like grab the sheath of my sword on my hip and just say, "I'll be ready to fight."
Oh, I whispered that to you guys. Or to you, yeah. No? Did that go to everyone? My spell list?
No. All I
No.
see is everything in
No.
pink is prepared. That's all I see.
It's good, because there was some stuff in there I didn't want you to see. I was like, damn, I fucked up.
No, you did it right.
No, I'll just put it in general. But I would share my spell list that I've prepared for the 9 hells, so they're all aware of it. So if they need me to cast it and they know I have it and I forget about it.
Oh, I'll share mine too then.
Do you have yours marked as prepared? It doesn't look like you do.
Well, a lot of them are like my stuff from my relics and stuff.
That's a good one. That's a good. Jesus Christ.
All right. Well,
A lot of them. Remember, a lot of them are my spell stuff.
Yeah, no. Good.
Or my relic stuff, or whatever you want to call
I
it.
just keep, well, because of my low-level wizard, I keep getting more spell slots for level 1. So I have a lot of level 1 spell slots. And then once I level up again, I'm gonna have a lot of level 2s.
When I prepare spells, I delete spells and swap them. Go to bed.
No, I keep the ones I think I might need later. Alright, Garrick, I'm gonna ritually cast Identify on the ring. It'll take 10 minutes, 11 minutes.
Okay. While she does that, is there anyone else wanting to do something?
Alright, you got a spell for me to learn, probably?
Yes, I've always have a spell for you to learn. But we are on a time limit, so do you know Planar Shift?
No. I'm looking through my...
Read the book on Planar Shift.
Looking at my... No, I don't.
I thought you had it.
No, I had gate.
Wait, you have plane shift right there. It says level 7.
Oh, never mind. Yes, I have it!
Alright, then I hand you the other book. Let me look to see which one I think would be most useful for us. You learned Rope Trick already, right?
No.
Alright,
I
Rope Trick it is.
learned Stone Skin instead, remember? Which saves me
Rope Trick I
with...
think will be easy. I think it'll be a good one to have.
What did I need to roll again?
So you would have to roll
Is it intelligence?
intelligence of 15, performance of 14. And I don't remember how long it takes us to do it.
Well, nope, never mind. My bad rolls are coming into play again.
What spell you're trying to learn?
Rope trick.
As I see her struggling, I'll cast Fortune's Favor on her.
You grab a piece of rope, Fortune's Favor. Next time, I think you have to call ahead of time for that, right?
Oh, yeah, good call. Then I won't do it. I'll wait until the next time she practices it.
As you grab a piece of rope and try to enchant it with this spell of rope trick. You cast it and it actually begins to shrivel up, like burning in an instant. If you had any rope, it's like 10 feet less.
I'll just frown and say, I guess I'm just too worried about Kazuko to learn a new spell.
What?
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 I said, I guess I'm
As
too...
Aria yawns.
I guess I'm too worried about Kazuko to learn a new spell.
Yes, I think your dress is beautiful. And I'll go back to the lair I think we're going to. I just kind of rub my eyes.
We've been here 24 hours so far, right? Because I think we stayed, we slept once, right?
I don't think you guys slept here yet.
Nope.
Are there any books in this cathedral chapel?
Make a perception.
But we slept before we traveled, right? So it's been at least 24 hours since Kai was...
You did sleep before traveling through the cave, yes.
Okay, so then it'd be another 24 hours till he's available? Right? I think it was 48 hours?
Perhaps.
I don't know. I'll just try to communicate with him just to check up on him, because I'd be worried.
With your perception of 24, wherein you get up and walk about in this type of church, look about at the podium, you go up the winding stairs to the top to find some sort of book. Anything that maybe could jog your interest. I say you do find one shelf in a corner. Seems like some sort of makeshift study, perhaps made by Vincent.
Hmm.
You see that there are 3 books there. One that kind of has a latch on it, and 2 others. One with a crimson cover, a type of golden inlay. Doesn't seem to have a title of any kind. When you brush your hands against it, the texture feels that of a type of red leather. As for the other book, it's a bit more ruined. You'd also see pieces kind of being put together, like very jigsaw, like seems like Vincent was trying to restore this book in some shape or form. This book looks a bit charred and seen better days.
Oop. Ignore that.
So, only one of them seems like it's titled, or they're all not titled.
They all have no titles.
I look around. Anyone around me?
I would say no if they didn't follow you upstairs.
I take a peek in one of the books.
Which one?
The red, leathery one.
We go for the leather one.
As you touch it, I'm gonna get to the DM real quick.
Okay.
Oh, what you doing? Causing trouble up there? I'm not healing you.
Reading books.
Someone in this group not go go.
You touch the cover of the book. Seems rather in good condition. You open it. You look inside and you would see writings in like crimson print. When you open the cover, you would see the title of this book. It's written in a language I do not understand.
That's
If I'm looking at your
unfortunate.
sheet correctly.
Yeah, I think I only speak 3 languages.
Okay. And you have them on your sheet, yeah?
I have Common, Infernal, and Thieves' Camp.
Gotcha. So yeah, this language would be foreign to you.
Why the
A bit frustrating, seeing as you're more of a person always looking for some sort of knowledge, being a historian type.
I guess if I don't understand anything in it, I I will put it back and check the other 2 if I can see I can read any texts in them.
The chart book is rather brittle.
Oh, then that one I wouldn't touch if it seems fragile. Yeah.
The other book has a latch on it. Seems
Oh,
like
it's
that's
locked.
only security for it, but it's merely just a button that can be, pressed off.
I guess I'll. Would I be able to sense if it's like if it's trap or if it's a magical trap?
Roll Arcana.
14.
With a 14, you can ascertain that no type of magical trap will come out and bite you in the rear if you look into this very personal book.
The way you said very personal book, I was like, yeah, I'm gonna open it.
Okay, you open it. It does seem to be a sort of diary of some sort, kind of skimming through, if you wish, some of the pages. It would just explain the daily life of what Vincent does and what he does to care for the grounds naturally. It also express a type of loneliness that only one person that he kind of refers and kind of goes to speak with is this Ariel figure that was mentioned earlier.
Okay, seeing that this is, just really personal, I would try to put it back the way I found it and just go back to my companions.
Okay. Just give me a moment, real quick.
Yep.
Find what you're looking for?
Hmm?
What you
Did you
doing?
find what you're looking for?
I'm really looking for anything in particular.
Would you like to read this book next? When I throw you the Nine Hells book?
You talking to me? Or him?
No, or
I mean, I could, yeah. I mean, it would be helpful if we're all informed, I guess.
very well. I hand it to you.
I'm just gonna look like relieved, like you weren't gonna make me read it.
Aislynn.
Hmm?
Do I make you nervous?
No, why would you say that?
You squinted when I held out a book and I hold a book towards you and move it back and forth, seeing if it gets a reaction.
My eyes will just follow it.
Starts twitching.
By the time I'm done, Aislynn, you'll be the fiercest warrior princess of two lands the world has ever seen. They might have to change your name to Xena, warrior princess.
God damn
it.
I was gonna ask something. Oh, you gonna check out that ring so I can attune to it?
I'll wait for it. When he has time, I'll get it. Like, I told him what I'm working on. That's the first thing on my list. Then it's yours.
What?
Hey, Aaron, can you help me with something?
I'll try.
I send
What is
you a
it?
message. I've never, done things in your book. Is that
What
something you learn by reading, or is it something that you have to, like, practice, like sword fighting?
I mean, you could learn some from reading to an extent, but it's more of a practical art.
I see. Thank you.
Don't tell me you're inexperienced.
Is that funny to you?
Why did you say it like that?
I mean, you have a child. I would just assume.
Yeah, the right of bearing a child was stolen from me, apparently. Replaced with my essence being used to form a child I've never met.
If you need assistance, I mean, I could write down some on, like little flashcards.
No, I'm okay. Your book will be fine.
Um, all right. Aislynn, you want to read this book together?
Alright, then make.
Welcome back.
Thank you. So you closed the book, thought it was a bit too personal. Placed it down, and then Arya was summoning you?
No, we were just having a conversation, just
Yeah.
fucking around.
I was gonna play off of that because I was
Oh,
still
I was
listening.
just
while
asking.
I was
I was basically so Arya's been thinking about this child thing for a while. She's like, "So I've never actually done anything that's in your books. Is that something you learn by reading, or is that like a training thing like sword fighting?" And he said it was more of a practical art. And he'd make flashcards for me.
I mean, you can learn some through text to an extent, but 70% practical, I would say.
Huh. Interesting. But, well, the ring's done being identified. I'm gonna toss it to Aislynn. I'll
She
just get
doesn't
that
catch
when
it.
it's ready. It hits her in the forehead.
It hits her in face.
She fumbles. She doesn't catch it.
At the last minute on the 1-yard line, Aislynn fumble! You see Rain go over and tackle her. That's good. Oh, that's fucked. Hey, Keo.
Oh, I was muted.
Yeah, we are aware.
Cullen, did you add bio to my languages? Bio
Oh,
to
my-
my. Oh. Okay.
I guess he did. You speak value now.
Bayou. Bayou, I'll see you later. Reborn as a child of the devils and night, we have no name.
Bless you.
Welcome,
Welcome
back.
back.
Welcome back.
Maybe. Are you there?
That's a good question. Why do you have Bayou as a language?
I don't know. I just looked down to see, oh, what are my languages? And I saw Bayou, and I was like, what the fuck is that?
Be able to talk to the Abyss Walker well then, since he's the water boy.
I just finished identifying the evil and I tossed it to Aislynn.
Okay.
She got hit in the face because she didn't catch it.
I'm sticking it in my bag.
Okay. And you were trying to learn
Oh.
plain.
No.
I mean, if I
Oh.
can't learn it, it's cool. I get it. I'm just trying thematically, right? So by no means it's something I assume I can do. Just trying to have more than one option. You know what I mean?
Let's see here.
Do do do. What's ironic is plane shift doesn't even take us to the exact spot we want to go. We could go anywhere in the 9. Oh, there's like no for sure way to get there.
I would say to start your craft in learning this spell,
Uh-huh.
is there a procedure on how you wish to do this in case it may work, may not work?
I assume I'm just gonna keep doing it the same way I have been doing, since like components are like non-existent and hard to come by. I've just been using my own life force to craft spells.
I mean, yes, components aren't used for per se spells in combat or any
Yeah.
sort of that, but they may, be helpful towards the cause of trying to learn or create your own type of utility of spells that aid you in your endeavors.
Yeah, I mean, I've just been doing what I can do. I got no gold, got no shops.
would
So if I can't learn it, it's cool.
Do you have a book with this spell? Perhaps maybe indulging your ways of knowledge.
I could teach her.
You most certainly can. This would be your first pupil.
I mean, out of game, Arya knows how to cast plane shift, just not in this realm.
Well,
So it's not like I've never used this spell, but
True.
in this realm, things work differently, right?
Exactly.
Yeah. So that's why I'm like trying to figure it out.
well,
So if I have to learn from Aislynn, I will learn from Aislynn. If I have to go scrounge up components, I will scrounge up components. If I can't learn it, I can't learn it.
It is up to you, and as a DM, I will assist in any way possible. on
All
how
right, well,
you
point me
wish.
in the right direction.
As your character, what direction feels good for you?
I mean, I've been creating a lot of spells, so the way I've been doing it is with arcane circles and the items that you gave me, the books, and the other books didn't require components to learn it, right? So I'm just kind of following that formula.
Mm-hmm.
So like, that's in general how I've been learning spells.
What was the highest level in that book?
Third, I think.
Roger. Plane shift, 7th level
Oh,
was
I can't learn
third
it.
to last
I can't learn it.
on the
I
big
don't have the
scale.
ability to cast 7th level spells. I didn't realize it was that high.
Mm-hmm.
Celeste can, I think, right?
Yes.
I have it, yeah. I guess I would want to talk to Ariel, not attune to it, but just talk to her for now.
You just try to speak with her?
I mean, I figure Aislynn would think it rude if she's a potential use to not talk to her. Even though I'm not saying I'm gonna attune to it, but like I would like to talk to her.
So do you place the ring on?
Yes.
Okay. Much like the experience explained earlier for Arya, you leave your body. It seems to others you're sitting and meditating, much like the bluish purple shadowy eyes that Arya has, Aislynn has now. You're taken from the church all the way to the pillars. Nothing has changed since Arya's visit, but a wraith begins to appear before you as well. A woman with these azure eyes, with a kind of darkened, like everything about.
Oh, hello. You must be Miss Ariel. Hello, ma'am.
Why, hello there. You must be the one that must be masked under my magics.
Yeah, it seems so.
I have to apologize that it is so bleak when wearing this ring.
Well, there's always chances in everything you take. Drastic, that is.
What better magics to hide someone than something very similar to its origins?
Huh?
I was merely saying, in order to fend off of evil magics, one must use evil magic.
Oh. Are you evil?
Some think necromancy to be, yes.
Oh, so it's just the magic, not you yourself.
It's, it's along the lines of people saying that spiders are evil.
Oh. I don't like them, but I don't think they're evil, so I get it. Oh. I figured it'd be rude to if this is a potential route to not at least meet you face to face before.
Well, I do appreciate a visit every now and then. It's not every day we see new faces.
Yeah, Arya's told me everything. Even if I don't use you, I'll do my best to help Vincent.
I appreciate that. Did she explain about a duty that perhaps the proposition I brought to her?
Let me look at one note real quick. If Gargo summons idol, we are to slay or summon. Wait, what?
Not summon.
Slay,
but
seal. Yeah, he typed summon. Slay or seal.
It is at utmost importance that idol falls to either cause.
Hmm. I should have asked Papa how to teach me how to seal things. Well, we'll do our best. We've got a bunch of talented mages in our party.
One second.
Mm-hmm.
All right. What were you saying? Sorry, I got too involved in that message.
What did I say? Oh!
I'm asking you.
I forgot that quickly. We'll do our best. I'm sure we'll probably run into Gargos again at some point, if he still wants my blood, that is.
So you're the one he's been manic about.
Oh, I didn't know he was manic for me, but I know he was intending to get my blood.
Not too long ago, this place was quite dormant. About a year or so, the forges and fires began to blaze once again within Gargos' keep. Have you been here before?
No, I have not.
Just gonna insight you.
Have I? Wait. Are we on the planners thingy?
I mean, you wouldn't really
Ethereal
know.
plane?
Ethereal plane?
Yes.
Oh, I think he brought me here once. This is where he brought me, right? Where he put his claws on my shoulder?
Yes.
Okay, yeah, he brought me here once.
You said... You didn't say that he had some of your blood, did you?
No, I didn't tell her that previously.
Okay. He brought you here for what purpose?
Well, he took some of my blood. A little bit. It was very creepy.
Who exactly are you?
Well, I'm Aislynn Ranchero Amaris.
That name doesn't ring a bell here, but...
A long, weird family line linked to Kazuko and... I'm so confused on our family. And these names, I'm sorry, there's so many.
Well, with whatever blood he took, certainly drove him to move from this realm to yours.
He's...
Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
Are you of some importance in your world?
I'm training to be a high priestess. But as far as I know, I'm not important. Well, they say I am, but...
What value does this high priestess position hold?
I have the power to hurt Enryu, I think. Right? Was it Enryu? Who was it that I could...
If that's what you say, that's what you say.
I don't remember! There's so many names!
You ain't got no keen mind.
I don't. My notes are in fucking Washington.
Yeah. Roll history.
Let me see. Oh, I don't have my sheet open anymore. 1 second while Roll20 opens it.
Ooh, I'm telling. Mom!
What?
while you roll that, I'm gonna send a DM real quick. Just give me a moment. Oof.
Oh, God damn it, my roll!
So many names, hard to remember. But I'll get back to you.
Yeah. Do your DM.
What do you need help with?
I couldn't remember the name of who I was
Um,
supposed to help kill.
Idle?
No, never mind. You weren't listening.
It's your stuff? I don't know. Sorry. I get you have a notebook right there in front of you. You can write it. Right?
Yeah, well, this information was in the notebook that Dennis has that he hasn't sent me yet. And I tried
That's a
to.
long time ago. I don't know if I have that. Sorry.
It's fine. Let me think for a second. Think.
Throw a dart at a board. See what happens.
Yeah, Iceland's supposed to kill someone?
Oh, I like have the ability that can help fight somebody or something like that. I don't remember.
Gargo? Well, let's think who we're fighting. We're fighting Atheneo, Gargos, Tenzin,
Not Enryu.
Gorgon Dantes,
Picked a lot of fights.
Onigumo.
Maybe if I just say I'm related to Hydojin, that'll be.
Hyodojin, maybe?
I'll just say that instead. I'm looking at my bow of Mew.
Okay.
Okay, so.
Is that permalost, right? Okay, I got it. I saw the end.
Beyond it.
I'll just say I can help seal Enryu. I'm the relative or descendant of Hydojin, probably.
A descendant of Hydojin. Enryu. These names are very foreign to me. Apologize if I know not of them.
Oh, it's okay. I'm still learning about them too.
Well then, I'm always here if you wish to visit once more.
Even after all this is done, is it okay if I keep the ring to visit you every now and then if we make it through this?
If the pillars are restored, I will no longer be here.
Oh.
I will be able to finally rest, to be at peace.
Well, I hope we restore the pillars then, so that you can have your rest.
Very well. Well, you're more than welcome to look about if you wish. You hold no ill will here, but the longer you wear that ring, may have some side effects, mind you.
I will probably go back. They're probably worried. But thank you.
Farewell. Much like Arya, you have that aftershock too. And kind of tip over on your back.
I'm sitting at the table. She's all by herself. Rain would take it. I guess he was with her, right?
I'll take the ring off and pocket it.
Okay.
Let's rely on the lantern, shall we?
I put the identify properties in the notebook for you.
Under the ring?
Yep.
Okay. No, you didn't.
It's a tough ring. Yeah, it is. Or did I put it under?
It's hidden from me. It just says identify properties, and then there we go.
Yeah, no, it just took a second to upload, I guess.
Okay.
Basically, the ring takes health every rest that you will take. You won't regain this HP loss until you this health loss until you've been away from the ring for at least 36 hours and out of the 9 hells. It's only in dire circumstances, Aislynn, I would assume.
Mm-hmm. I think so. Ugh.
Well, this book is not useful to me right now, anyways. I close it and put it in my bag.
Okay.
Hmm. I guess I'm just gonna be laying on the floor on my back, just rubbing my amulet.
Okay. It's very nervously.
Mm-hmm.
I assume you're trying to summon him, right, at this point?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I don't want to get mixed messages there. Lord Kai would appear. Still a limb short.
Oh.
Is everything okay?
I guess so, other than scared of my mind to go to hell, but I wanted to know you were okay. And I'll frown at his arm. Sorry about that.
Well, it's not your fault. You wanted me to save your friends, so
Yeah.
just kind of followed orders.
Yeah, but I didn't want you to lose something out of it.
I mean, I'd sacrifice another limb if I could save both of them.
Let's not try to sacrifice anymore. You've sacrificed enough.
I feel so drained.
You need more rest. I will try not to summon you for a while until you're fully rested then. And I sit up to give him a hug before he goes away.
Alright.
Oh,
So,
did I disconnect or?
let's go over preparations for the 9 hells, everyone.
Okay.
Alright, so we're going to is Flega. I just don't know why I can't pronounce a Greek word, but I can't. But
Phlegm River.
yes,
Phlegathos or something like that?
yeah, it's apparently really fucking hot. Your father is in a place really fucking cold and angry, or is it backwards?
Cold and hot at the same time?
No, they're in 2 different planes.
Oh. Ah.
That brings up another point. We have no idea where we're gonna end up at when we go there. So let's not talk to strangers unless we absolutely need to. Be on our guard and avoid attracting any suspicions. Try to be stealthy, and I'll look to Kyo the best that you can.
I'll do my best.
You don't have to worry about me talking to anyone down there. It's hell after all.
Just because it's hell doesn't mean that there's not people worth talking to.
Sorry about
Not
that.
everyone. No, you're good. We're just going over preparations for the 9 hells.
Get it. Sorry.
No good. Alright, I can create heat if we need to. I don't know how that'll work there. I assume that it's up entirely to the lair rulers. So if they allow this stuff, we have some spells, but they could very well just make us completely useless.
I can summon food and water up to
Good.
how many spell slots do I have? I think it's a level 3 spell, so
Well,
yeah, 3 slots. So use it sparingly. 3 times.
if we fall, go ahead.
So I could cast 3 of those a day. So 1 should be fine, I think, if we ration.
And there's no guarantee that we're going to be able to rest. By the way.
I could make everyone a little bit hardier.
So, When it's absolutely safe, we will use your house, Aislynn, to rest.
I'll just nod. Just laying back on the floor.
Kyo, you have protection from evil and good, correct?
I don't have that prepared.
You should prepare that.
Okay.
I have detect magic and featherfall. I have 7 uses of lower level 1 spells, if you should say. I have 3 uses of level 2, 2
Alright.
uses of level 3, and 1 use of level 4.
I have protection from good and evil.
Alright, so 3 of us have it. It is useful down there. If we're in a risky situation, let me cast Fortune's Favor on you. If someone becomes exhausted and we have to do something dangerous, let me cast Fortune's Favor on you. Be wary that if you have stuff that relies on illusions, it may not work, such as my mirror image. Avoid using radiant attacks unless absolutely necessary, as I'm sure it'll draw a crowd. Whatever else I may tell you, do not split away from the group unless it is necessary to keep Aislynn alive. I'm looking at Kyo when I say this. We go back for Kazuku because he'd do the same for us. Anything else you guys want to go over before we make this journey?
Don't die.
I think we're as prepared as we can be.
I actually do want to have a conversation with you, Aaron, before we leave. In private.
Okay. I just turn my back to the rest of the group. Okay, I'm ready.
I lead him outside.
I guess she wasn't ready. I follow her.
My goodness.
I don't know what you meant. Over my head. I open up my book and I show you 3 spells at the bottom.
Hmm.
These spells are important.
What are these spells?
One of these spells is for Aislynn's mother. It requires Aislynn and Fenron's help. This one is for Kazuku. It requires Kazuku's help. This one either can work for me or Kyo, but those other 2, Aislynn and Kazuku, are very important, so if my book goes missing, please get it and give it to Fenron.
I mean, why would it go missing? Just keep it on your person.
Yeah, I will, but I prepare for everything. We are going to the 9 Hells.
I don't
Just-
think anyone can be prepared for that, so...
You'd be surprised, I know a few. But just do me that one favor. You can have whatever you want if you just promise me you'll do that.
Anything.
I kind of look at him. Well, you did say it was a practical art, so I get it.
I mean, anything?
Oh my god.
If you do this for me, anything. But if you fail, and I've already gave you what you requested, I will haunt you for the rest of your life and kill every woman that enters your life. And man.
Hopefully it doesn't come to that. I mean, how hard can it be keeping a book safe, right?
Stop it.
Alright. Well, I'm going back inside. Let me know what your end of the deal was, and we'll see what we can do.
Let's keep it open-ended, if you don't mind.
Well, your book says it does have to be open, so I assume that's what you're talking about.
I mean, yeah, sure.
Oh my god.
I appreciate it. I kind of nod to him.
I just grin back.
I walk in. Pat Aislynn on the head. Alright, Kyo. Let's kick some ass tomorrow. We should probably see if Vincent has a way of maybe getting us there rather than using your spell slot, Aislynn.
I'll just lift my arm up in the air and give a thumbs up, and then drop it back down to the ground.
Are you tired?
Preparing.
Pick her up and put her on my shoulders. Kind of like a big sister carrying a little sister.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, with ease, with your strength.
It'll be fine. Here, hold my dad's blade.
I reach out and take it.
When you take it, looks heavy, right? To the eye. But when it's placed in your hand, it seems like weightless.
How does it look like she's handling it? Like a natural?
I mean, she just kind of grasps it like any other item. Doesn't seem like she's swinging it around like Zoro. Or
Yeah!
I would notice the slight inconsistencies in the way she's holding a blade. I have to fix that. Before.
I'm holding it like a staff.
But you would kind of sense like the way that it's very versatile, and that although it being a kind of short sword type of intricate blade, that it seems to extend in battle in ways that would be very off-putting to an opponent.
You know what? I decided I'm going to change what I was going to do on finding Vincent and request that Kyo find Vincent and see if he can get us a different way. I'm going to take Aislynn outside and show her how to fight with a sword. I would think that would be Arya's, like, making sure Aislynn can defend herself. I should have done this a long time ago.
Does he go and give Kyo some orders?
No, I request. It's not an order. I'm not his master.
Well,
Will you find out if Vincent has a way to the Nine Hells?
No!
I'm gonna go train Aislynn with a sword.
I'll nod and head out to see if I can find Vincent.
As he goes away, I kind of grasp his arm and pull him back. You should continue training her. She can hold on to my father's blade and use that to train. But you're a gifted swordsman. She should know this. I'll get it started, the groundworks, but I have a feeling that your style is probably going to suit her better than mine, and I hold the giant sword up.
I just reach down and pat both their heads since I'm still on her shoulder.
Very well.
And thank you, Kia. Alright, Aislynn. Today you learn how to be a swordsman.
Okay.
I'll just take her outside. You can do whatever you want, Gary.
Vincent doesn't return for quite some time, so we can say that if you two are training, we could play that out and we could do some rolls.
It is a dex-based weapon, I believe, right? No, it's strength for me.
Mm-hmm.
Everything's strength for me.
Big oof.
It is a versatile blade.
So it has the option of being dex?
Mm-hmm.
I have +2
Alright.
to strength and dex, so it doesn't matter which I use.
And it is a +3 weapon, right, Gary?
Yes.
But it does require attunement to use any of the skills.
Yes.
That's alright, I don't need her to use the skills yet. So I draw Leviathan over my shoulder, set Aislynn down, and take 15 steps back.
I take a step
All right.
forward, like, oh, do you want me to follow you?
No, stop!
Oh, and I take a step back.
Do you feel how light that blade is in your hand?
Surprisingly, yes.
It should work like your an extension of your arm. You remember how Kazuku swings his arm so easily and can cut things?
I look at
That's
this.
essential.
Oh.
Go ahead.
I look at the sword and I hold my arm out and windmill it. Like,
Hold your arm firm, like you're trying to defend your brother from losing an arm.
I stiff arm windmill.
Aislynn, this may be important.
Well,
I hold your arm. I walk over and hold your arm. You see how you can twist slash prod dash. This blade is for a nimble person. You're nimble enough to use it. My father used it to defeat many men. This might one day save you, and I'll keep making her do a thrust move.
Okay.
It's simple. The pointy end goes into the person.
I'll frown. 'Cause she doesn't like that idea.
You start to imagine like stabbing someone and just the gushing of blood, and perhaps your foe might
Okay.
even beg for mercy.
I think a tear would probably come to my eye.
While in war, you can be merciful, but don't be foolish. If you aren't aiming to kill, they are.
When Arya
Gargos.
says, wait. When Arya says that, you begin to have memories of that guy where you're like, phew, now we can rest. You can rest when you're dead. And he shot you.
Oh.
And when you're speaking to her, Arya, you see her kind of wince a bit when you mention that. Not to be stupid part.
Yeah.
No, I don't think it's stupid. I kneel down next to her. Do you think I was always like this?
I shake my head no.
No. My path to being a warrior was far worse than any girl should go through. I believed that for quite some time, and then I met you in Israel. What they have done to you, this war, this fight, is unjust, and there is no glory in it. But just like your brother lost his arm to defend those who he loves, one day you may not be able to cast a spell, and all you'll have is this blade. You care for life, right?
I'll nod.
It means everything.
Nod again.
Sometimes you have to take a life to save a life. And I kind of walk out with Leviathan, I stab it into the ground, and I pull out Hecate in my hand. Aislynn, your father is a warrior, your mother is a warrior, your uncle or grandpa or whatever Kazaku is a warrior. Your big sister is a warrior, and I'll point to myself.
I'll
Your
smile.
guard is a warrior. But you're special. Look for the movements in my arms, in my legs. Pay attention to how they move, and you may be able to block this. And I rush forward and attack her with no restraint.
I crouch down and cover my head.
So make an attack.
Oh!
Ready? As you go with no restraint, and she goes, eep, drops the blade on the ground. Ding, ding, ding. Your blade's met with force, but it's not Aislynn.
Who is it?
It's Lord Kai.
What?
He's holding the blade in his hand, although like blood dripping.
What are you doing?
Brother!
I worry for her. Is all.
Then let me train her. You're crippling her. She loves you more than anything I've ever seen. You should have seen the look on her face when you lost your arm. I've watched kingdoms look over her and fail. I've watched fathers ignore her and fail. She needs to be able to defend herself. You need to be able to defend yourself, so I kick him, Hecate.
Oh, you kick him out of the way?
No, I kick Hecate towards him.
Oh.
Both of you take your blades. I pick up Leviathan. If you think I'm playing, then stand still. I assure you, you will be disappointed. And I grab Leviathan and kind of rub my hand on it, the electricity kind of flowing through it.
I'll look at.
You look at Kai?
Yeah.
He looks a bit stern at Arya.
I am the daughter of a great warrior. But most importantly, I am Aislynn's big sister, and I rush forward. Before he can finish his statement, I swing at both of them.
Without picking up his blade, he would stand in the way of Aislynn. You can choose to roll to attack if you wish, or hold back.
Nope. Grab him by the face and throw him to the ground and strike at Aislynn.
I would grab the sword and try to block the blade if possible.
Okay. Roll
Strength.
opposing.
Strength.
God damn it.
He's a god of it.
He's not very strong. He doesn't have much followers. Let's do this.
Alright.
Just for the strength.
Oh.
It's for him because I'm throwing him to the ground and attacking you.
Oh, I was gonna try to block your blade with the blade. That's what I was.
For you two, don't roll strength. I want you to roll a thing that's on the thing. I have to look at it. Give me a moment. I need you to roll opposing athletics. It's not impossible.
Yeah, it is.
When you go to block with the sword after Kai is thrown out of the way onto the ground, you go to block with the sword and it just knocked out of your hand. Ting, ting, ting.
I turn away and walk away. Not a single emotion in my voice. I turn around again. Like your mother and your father depend on you. Like I depend on you.
Kai would get up and stand firm before you, still not lifting the blade. His once very pristine white robes are now dirtied from the dirt.
I'll grab onto his robes.
The sword, Aislynn, or I'll cut him down too.
Arya, if my sister thinks of me to be a burden, then...
You're not! I'm not even gonna let him finish that sentence.
Then why is the reason you all are still here? For the reasons that we fight and we keep you all safe throughout not using violence?
Because one day there won't be someone to swing a sword for you, and I rush forward and I try to mimic something I haven't done in a while. And I jump soaring into the sky. Because one day it'll just be her. And what will you be able to do if you can't come? And I start spinning my blade in the air and come crashing down on both of them.
I cast banishment on her.
Oh!
My counter spell.
Ooh, that's a react.
Yeah, I had to beat it though because I could only cast it at 3rd level. I don't know what level banishment is.
Level 4.
Yep.
Do you think banishment's gonna save you always? I think it will.
Yeah,
As I
you feel-
disappear.
I'll look to Kai. You're not a burden.
I was merely just trying to relate to her in a way that, yes, violence can solve problems, but not all of them. Yes, training can aid you in being a better warrior when no one's around. Or even if we all fall and you're the only hope that we have left. There is more to you than just a healer. There's passion behind this. And I know you'll do anything to keep this world safe. Without the use of warrior tactics, but more of what's in your heart.
I'll kick the sword aside. That is not the life for me.
I'm sorry for interrupting your session with your friend.
No. I appreciate it. Lets me know you care, you know?
I hope she's not too upset.
Oh, you know she will be. But sometimes making choices doesn't make people happy, but you've got to stick by what's in your heart, right?
Yes. If you wish to continue, I'll still be here to protect you.
We'll protect each other, okay?
You see him kind of smile, and we'll fade back into the pendant. You choose to release Arya if you wish.
I'm gonna move first, because she's gonna be right there!
So yeah, if you release the spell, Arya would come crashing down, just unleashing a force with her blade. Arya, when you use this attack, it brings back the glory days of when you fought
No,
along.
upon seeing the weapons on the ground, I just kind of sheath my blade and land.
Oh, very lightly, without crashing down. Just as you're spinning, you notice you land very lightly on your feet, taking in the weapons discarded on the floor. You merely sheathe yours.
I appreciate what you want to do, Arya. I do. And then I'll grab my pendant and then pull out my staff and my bow. But I'm going to be a priestess. And I want to save life. I'm going to do everything in my power to preserve life where I can. That is not the life for me, Arya.
You'd see like tears coming down her side of her cheek.
Well, I cannot fill a glass that's already full. But I will tell you this, if you think that I just take life and not save life, then you misunderstand what a warrior's job is.
No, I understand that sometimes people have to die. But it will not be by my hand.
I hope you can live with that decision, if your inaction causes it. But if you feel so strongly in your heart that this is your path,
It is.
then by the fates, it must be. I pick up my father's sword, kind of looking at it. Pick up a katse.
I'm sorry.
There's no shame in being who you are. At all. I'm sorry I threw your brother to the ground.
When you pick up Hakate, begins to resonate within you, almost giving you a slight tether back home. It gives you a quick glimpse of your son. This quick glimpse of him.
Yes, sir.
Oh, what's that?
I just kind of look at him, see who he is, what he's like.
You would see he's on the hunt outside of a type of tavern, throwing these knives at people trying to find him, but they're unable to. The way he shrouds himself is it can't be compared to any other sort of roguish type person. One would say he might outdo even the investigations of Jado.
But he would have one of Jado's daggers on him, right?
On his hip. As this other party lines up in a type of formation to try to shield each other, he takes it off his hip and shuts it, and it pierces through at least two of them, one of them going unconscious.
So you did watch over him. Well, kind of tears in her eyes.
You would
Here's
notice that he is like overturned with these crimson eyes.
here's to dreams. And then kind of whispers, and nightmares. And walks away. Kind of keeping the memory to herself. Or the vision to herself. Thinking how foolish it was to lash out at Jado. She should have known, right?
I mean, you're not at fault either, though. It's just that world has a strange and funny way how things work. Any family can be used, whether negative or positive, in your life.
Kind of
But,
think to myself, I hope Aislyn's decision doesn't end up affecting this.
And by this, you mean?
Seeing my child.
Gotcha.
Oh, I don't see your child though,
Nothing.
right?
No,
No,
what
no,
I'm
no.
saying is getting to go home.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah. That's what she meant. So I'm writing this down because I can keep this as me. Perfect.
I would just kind of go sit by myself and kind of immediately start drawing his picture into a book.
Would it seem like this vision really bothered you?
Oh, I mean, Arya's always been on her own, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's almost like a cruel tease. I know it's not the intention. She knows it's not. It's Sakate giving her hope. But like from what she's seen is like Henry is in a different league and we're about to go to the Nine Hells. Kazuku's gone. She just wants to make sure everyone gets home. And the last person on her mind is her getting home, right?
So to Aislynn, she could visibly see the kind of state you're in right now.
I think Euron saw it a little bit, and I think Aislyn's seen it now.
So I mean, yeah, you'd see kind of Arya taking herself and just kind of doing her own thing at this time.
She just see me trying. She's not an artist, you know what I mean? She's always been a puncher. So it'd take her a while to draw that vision of him. Was there like any inklings of his blue skin, or was it before any of it was shown?
It seems like it was changed to mock you in some sort of way. See, whatever person is very vile and bitter.
Yeah, we all know who it
Everyone's
is. We all know who that is. Fucking prick. It's weird being on the other end of that.
I would look at Arya, open my mouth, and then close it, and then turn around and head back in.
Rain would just follow you to your.
Yeah, with little wet feet, water feet. As you're kind of thinking to yourself, Arya, Vincent would arrive.
How far did I get on the sketch?
I would say you have a good kind of facial pattern there. Though instead of the kind of menacing face he had in the vision, you left him with a smile.
Oh, Kefka. Jado was the first person to like see through the facade.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, copyrighted name of a character I can't use.
But Vincent arrives. I see you've all enjoyed your respite here.
Very much so.
Would be quite peaceful.
Aaron would come outside the door. I don't want to shove you off, but
Get out.
when do you plan to all travel?
Now, I was gonna ask you if you have a way to get us to Phleglos, because ours is random. But we will use what we must.
I am a person of no magics. My techniques are rather crude.
Very well. No name.
I guess I would just raise my hand.
You'd see ash collected on his form as he moves. It begin to
I
shower.
don't really like the name No Name. Aislynn, give him a nickname. I was thinking Ash.
Ash.
What if we ask him if he prefers to be called one name or another?
What do you want to go by there, stranger?
Doesn't matter.
I mean, that's a rather crude name, but if that's what you want, doesn't matter, then that's what I'll call you.
It means he has no preference. Let me look at my book and see what I find.
Oh,
Bird
no.
just licks his finger and starts to pages.
Do you have a path to the Hells that you may or may not be aware of?
You speaking to Vincent?
Mm-mm.
Okay.
No name.
Would I?
The only knowledge you have is the box she came out of.
I can't really tell if that's the way to get there. So I wouldn't even say anything. I would just like shrug.
Without even like inciting him, a lot of what he's saying is truthful. Like,
No, that's it.
he's very clueless to the world he's in and how he is here.
Then Aislynn, it's on you
What's on me?
to take us to the Hells.
I will
Would
do-
you like to leave in the morning?
Let's leave in the morning so I can get my spell slot back, and I'll glance at Arya and then look down at the floor.
Very well. Then I will find some rest.
And I'll look to No Name. How about Asher?
I guess I would just nod at it.
It means beginning.
I like it.
Just a thumbs up from Arya as she's rolling over.
Everyone's got their dead rolls up.
After they decides like, how about Muff? How's that sound?
Muff?
Two
What's
thumbs
that?
up, go up.
What does that mean?
It means new beginnings.
new beginnings.
Earmuffs, I said earmuffs.
Kill's putting his hands over her ears.
Oh, well, I like Asher better, but it's whatever you prefer.
Okay, Asher, Muff, whatever.
Asher Muff?
I would just point at the little girl. I like her name better.
Oh, so you do have a preference. That's good to know.
You see him just jot something down in his notebook. real quick.
yeah.
Add that to the OneNote. Does have a preference for name. Did not like Muff.
Shall we go to bed?
Yeah, I mean-
we don't need to take watches, right? It's relatively safe in here.
I'll be taking a watch eventually.
If you're worried if you'll be disturbed during the night, it's improbable.
Well, wherever-
Because I don't sleep. You can incite him, yeah. Due to the fact that I don't sleep, and I stay here throughout the night.
Oh, that's good enough. I'm just gonna turn
Damn!
over my sleeping bag.
Killer, I wish I had some cards for you. We don't have them here. But yeah, he's definitely telling the truth.
No, you have access to the cards. You just have to put them in.
Yeah.
My fucking
Really?
rolls, dude.
Oh,
I have them in
I-
the spooky session, but I don't have them on here.
Yeah, that's fine. There's actually an inspiration button on the sheet, I believe. Yep.
Yeah, give yourself inspiration for 2 days. You can hold on to that inspiration.
Yeah, you just click that inspiration box, and I don't know what it does after that. It just
Uh,
lets you know.
Just keep a reminder that inspiration will be a 1d8 on whatever checks you got.
Oh, like an inspiration, bardic?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, gotcha.
Thanks.
Have rain one.
Fate
Go
for
ahead.
that.
It's not a problem. When Aislynn falls asleep, I'm gonna have Rain surround her with an alarm spell.
Okay.
The rule I'll have is anyone that enters or leaves. That way I know if she gets up and wanders in her sleep or something.
Okay.
I'm just reading this chat. So you're all pretty much going to sleep at this time?
I don't think I would be tired because I just was like kind of napping here. I just came out of like an eternal slumber.
So you try to sleep, but it's like something that doesn't exist for you. It's more of a just existing.
Jesus Christ, Cosmic.
I just take my
That was
4
like-
hours to trance.
Okay.
Is there like a courtyard?
I mean, you can go outside, and there's like open areas for you to just kind of go about. Outside would be kind of like a grove, and then next to it would be like a cemetery.
I would just like sit in front of the front door, and just like rub the pendant he gave me. Just thinking about like, how did I even get here?
Am I the only one that can trance in this group?
But I could snore.
I think you're only like you're not half elf. Yeah, you are. Here's your mom. I think you're the only one that can trance. Not too many people are half elf.
Oh, poor Kyo.
But you try to find some sort of space for yourself outside. The rest of you are sleeping inside, and then Vincent will watch over you guys, make sure you guys are, safe. Other than that, we'll say that you guys find peaceful rest. It seems to be 4 to 8 hours. Aislynn, you'd be like the first one to wake up. About 4 hours later, everyone else would begin to wake up.
If she leaves that alarm, I'll wake up right away.
Yeah, definitely. But you guys have restored HP, hit die, spell slots, every benefit.
For some reason, I was sitting at 165. I'm glad we got that.
So, yeah, everything beneficial of the long rest has been replenished.
I think by the end of this campaign, I should be able to go toe-to-toe with Soterius with health. Jesus Christ. I would just go back to working on the drawing until Aislynn says it's time to go.
I'm gonna use my solace roll for temporary hit points.
Yep.
Was it 2d10? Oh, that is not.
Yeah, Aislynn? Is that what you're telling us?
13. Okay. Here we go.
Let's see. 13? So yeah, 13 temporary. And now the decision has to be made.
whether you're leaving now or later.
I think we're leaving now, right? We're as prepared as we can be.
As far as I know, I mean, I read the book on the 9 hells, read the planar shift. Everyone prep their spells.
Considering we don't know where we're landing, should. Yeah.
I'm not sure how planar shift works.
I'm trying to pull it up.
True.
I look to Asher.
Could you describe the spell for us, Aislynn?
Oh, sure. I put my hands together like that. I'm trying to find it. Hold on. There it is. Let's see. 8 willing creatures links to different plane of existence. You can specify a target destination in general terms, such as City of Brass on the elemental plane of fire. Oh, so I could just be like.
Oh, so you can tell which layer.
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
So I could be like the 4th layer of hell, or they're the 9 layers, I guess would be right.
Well, we know the ruler and where the ruler of that layer is. Do we want to go straight to the layer or the ruler's area? Or do we kind of risk it for the biscuit?
Well, before we would go, can I cast aid? Since it lasts for 8 hours and we don't know what we're getting into.
What's aid do?
Hit points.
Temporary?
Yeah.
Does temporary hit points stack?
No, they don't.
They don't.
You just take the higher amount of temporary received.
Okay. What is it? Does everyone roll their own, or is this?
Yeah, you guys can roll your own and see.
Wait,
it's
It's
fine.
just
not
flat.
temporary.
Yeah, it's
That's not
fine.
temporary.
Five.
Oh,
Okay,
it's up to
fine.
3 creatures. It looks like.
That's
Yeah,
not
so-
temporary hit points.
hit
That's
points.
maximum hit
Or
points.
it is max. I'm sorry. It is max. it's not-
Ah, okay, alright. I'll take
So-
max hit points.
Just keep track
would-
of your, your real hit point.
So yeah, you got to pick 3 people to give a
Yeah.
max hit points to.
Oh,
I would
don't
do-
mind that. I'm not sneak attacking. I just.
I would give it to Uran, Arya, and Aislynn. Sorry, Asher. I don't really know you.
I mean, he's undead.
Understandable.
So that should be what second? So
So
it should be 15. It should be 15 apiece, right?
okay, there we go. Wait,
Yep.
yeah, nope, I can't math. There we go.
Is it 5? It's 5, right?
Yeah.
It's 5 per level though. So
Yes.
Oh.
Should be 15
Oh.
apiece.
15. Okay.
Well, it says here, Iceland, that the only city that I know of is Abrimok.
Abrimok?
It's made of volcanic rock, obsidian, and crystal, located on the caldera of a volcano. It was said to have been built upon the grave of a deity killed by Asmodeus. Contains numerous taverns and places of entertainment. I don't know where the actual palace is.
But that's on the 4th layer.
Yes, it's on Fleglos.
Then that's the best bet we have, if everyone agrees.
Yeah, I mean. But I would highly advise against, like kicking down doors. Maybe we should go quietly.
Yeah, we don't want to be kicking in temple doors.
Well, look at Keo. Yeah, don't kick any doors.
I'll look up. I'll look up.
And this whole time I was just looking at Arya.
We're gonna go get our temple kicker. I'll look to Asher. I'm trusting you, okay? And then I'll like point at the lantern or whatever that was supposed to help conceal me.
I wish I had a spell to use on him to get more information, but there is no spell that I have that can help me with this
You guys
rando.
will, that for me to activate the lantern, I need a level 6 spell slot.
Oh, so can you use it from anyone?
Yeah, because
Okay.
I'm really a caster.
Gotcha. Aria can
I
only use it.
have.
I can only cast up to 4.
I can only cast up to 5.
I guess it's unless you have one, around.
No, I can only cast up to 3 right now.
Oh, well then I guess it's my one level 6 spot.
Don't
Alright.
But I
worry.
can
When you run
cast
out of
dying.
when you run out of spell slots, just hug them.
I'm gonna glare at Aria.
I didn't say that in game.
Oh.
You meant it. If that's what you want for your fate, then
I
that's your
guess
fate.
Wow, can you stop?
I would raise the lantern when you're ready.
Alright. I grab Iceland's hand. Stay close.
I guess I would offer up my level 6 spot.
Rain would take her other hand.
You see him hold up the lantern, and this mask begins to form through the smoke. Very Oni-like, where the tusks protrude on the side and kind of curve. This thing looks like a mask of some sort. As it opens, it cracks like wood, just
Ugh.
and its mouth wide open, waiting for you to offer it the spell. When you offer it, it begins to absorb it and then enter back into the lantern, closing the small door. And it begins to billow forth this greenish smoke amongst all of you. Seems it has range to it. Looks about a 30-foot radius. So keep that in mind.
Okay.
Alrighty.
We have to hold hands. Everybody come together. I'm gonna hold
Already
on.
holding
grab
your
Oh,
hand.
you got one hand.
Whoever's hand
And-
is available.
When
I
the
have-
smoke billows over a lot of your forms, you're changed into creatures that are more suitable for the Nine Hells.
Ugh.
It's a bit of a disguise.
Oh,
As you would turn into devils or tieflings of your choice.
I would look to Vincent, and I walk up. I'd let go of Aria's hand and walk up to him, if he's still here.
Yeah.
I just want to say thank you for housing us and helping us. And
It's
then
no problem.
I'll give him a hug.
Look back nonchalantly. Vincent,
Yeah.
deal's a deal. You get there by dying.
You get there by what?
Dying.
What?
Dying is the only way of travel there.
Yeah. And if you're chosen, you're chosen.
If I'm chosen as well. I seem very reluctant to even try this.
Well, you care about your realm, right? You'll do what's necessary.
Well, if you put it that way, I suppose I'll give it some thought.
Well,
Very well. His name's Malachi. Look him up.
Farewell, be safe, you travelers.
I hope we could be friends. Even after this is over.
Oh, go ahead.
I said, even after all this is over.
Well, I am your prisoner. You smile. I did surrender.
Well, you're free to go. And you're free to visit my kingdom whenever, if you would like to say hello.
Once I save my home.
And I just smile at him and walk back to everyone and hold my hands out.
Mhm. Be strong, be wise. Look down to Aislynn. And be you.
If I was gonna be me, then I would be attracting everyone in the Nine Hells.
Aye, aye, aye. Take her hand and squeeze tighter than I normally would.
Okay.
Not on purpose.
I would assume Iceland's hands are pretty clammy.
Yeah.
nervous.
Oh yeah.
I'm a nerd.
probably would feel good to you then.
Well, now I know my secret of surviving in the 9 hells. Aislynn, climb on my back.
I'm moister than an oyster with this much sweat right now. Okay, who's holding my hand? Step up, let's get this going. We've gotta...
I literally have your hand and Rain has the other.
Oh, we gotta go save Grandpa. Who's grabbing Rain's hand? And I'm kind of like waving my arm with Rain flinging about.
I'm gonna grab whoever has available hands, and I'm ready.
I'll grab Rain's hand and Asher's hand.
I'm on to you.
So all of you with conjoined hands, Aislynn, give the word.
As Yoshi touches my hand due to the, the series of sequences, I'm just gonna like look at him, and right when the spell casts, I'm gonna mutter something dirty.
I'm gonna open my mouth and close it, and then chime in like an Aria. Aria?
No.
No.
What?
Am I gonna catch it?
Aria?
Yes.
Where are we going again?
It's
Ren
called...
would have a look of nervousness, like, what?
It's called Abrimok. I'll put it in the chat for you. If it exists.
Okay. I look at everybody's face one by one. Take a deep breath, and then I cast the spell. Abrimok in the 9 layers.
As your hands are conjoined to the side.
As she says
you,
that, I say butt stuff.
And then I let her go. No, I'm just kidding.
Oh, no.
I'm just standing there, huh? I literally just took Rain. Wait a second. Oh, hey, there you are, Rain. Good.
Okay. As you say those words, a very obsidian-like doorway is being formed by the altar.
That's the sound of the door being formed, that's screaming.
Yeah. Yeah, that too. Ah! Yeah!
We're hearing the torture already!
You begin to see swirling flames surround the outer door frame and then engulf into the center. It expands into a whirling vortex of flames. You all begin to walk through. I believe you don't have to make a save.
I don't think so.
The city that you're in is... The climate is resembled to the elemental plane of fire. Its scorching heat ignited in the air itself, creating a seemingly sentient and aggressive flames that leap at visitors but not at residents. The ground fissures and spews jets of flames that flowed into rivers of liquid fire. Yeah, it's not livable.
Would
So-
I be immune to that? Because I'm,
Yes,
what is it called?
you are
Hellish
t-
resistance, yeah.
Yes, yes.
Ari,
So-
on the other hand.
When you guys travel through, you are brought through into this type of housing, rundown type of storage. You appear through the ground that the portal has phased you through. You all rise up. The doorway closes behind you. The immediate reaction you would all feel, those that are immune, of course, are immune, but those that are not suffer from extreme heat. Asher, as you're now known, you would be unaffected by this as well, being of your most recent lineage. I would leave Aislynn, Kyo, and Arya to feel the most uncomfortable heat you've ever felt in your life. It's like being forced to stay next to two blazing heaters, just bearing down and causing massive sweats within moments of arriving here. This kind of rundown and crashed storage area looks a bit barren.
Do I need to make a save?
I'll get to that. It looks like it's been uninhabited for a while. A collapsed wall to the north. You look through and you would see rivers of lava, active volcanoes in the distance, and a very lively city run with the kind that look like Urin and what you can assume are devils alike. Those of you affected by these hellish features, I will need you to make a con save.
It's a little bit toasty here. I'm gonna unfasten my cloak. I was like, oh, that's so much better.
Oh my god. Rolls, now is not the time to be so bad.
Those of you with a 20 have passed but suffer just a small point of exhaustion.
Okay, lay it on me.
Any checks, those of you that pass, any checks will be with a disadvantage. Those of you that fail, you already applied to this. Aislynn, you have disadvantage on checks and con saves right now.
I pick Aislynn up
10.
and
Oh, okay, just disadvantage on check. Did you get like a reroll or something?
No, I thought you said I had disadvantage, so I was rolling it anyway, but it's still a 10.
Oh, okay. Okay, cool. So yeah, it would be checks and then con save.
Okay.
I pick Aislynn up and kind of lay her against my skin.
I would probably burrow into it.
I'd change my outfit to something a little more skimpier underneath the disguise, because it's hot as fuck.
Okay.
That way Aislynn can get as much as my the moisture that I have on my skin as possible.
Those of you that wish, your disguise would be masked to whatever you desire, but it would be under the pretenses of a tiefling or a devil, just so you fit in.
I make myself look like a female Urin.
Yeah, I would look like a tiefling too.
Okay. And then Carrie, you could do as you wish also. The only people that wouldn't change in appearance would be Urin and Asher.
I would probably look like a tiefling as well.
Everyone would see on Asher, though, rather than the ash that was billowing from him, now would be embers kind of burning bright from his cloak and just his armor.
Saw already.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you saw it already, but the others would see that those embers would billow forth on him.
I'm just kind of leaning on Arya, just like.
But here you are.
Shall we go?
Let's find him fast.
Be like subconsciously trying to reach for my flask and pulling away at the last second.
Oh, to take a drink.
Yeah, I know it's not time to use it now, right? I just like thinking Kazuku owes me a drink.
He is very unbearable. Those of you that wish, you may roll perception.
Disadvantage right now, right?
Yes.
How do you? Oh, I had to find the disadvantage button. Perception. Whoa.
Jesus. What is that?
So,
That nat 20 is embarrassing.
We already had this joke further up.
Oh, it didn't hit me until I saw a 17 encased in green.
Asher, Aaron, Kill, and Aislynn. You hear outside of the door some talk about. We'll play that.
DM, I'm gonna make Rain disappear as he's probably suffering.
Okay. Aislynn, you have rain in your hands. He just goes away.
I'm probably too hot to care.
The conversation that is heard outside. Did you see that the castle was attacked? Attacked by what? Who would dare even try to destroy Belial's keep? I have no idea. Some sort of deity wielding black lightning of some sort? How brutish. Maybe now's our chance to overthrow Belial. It's a bit foolish, don't you think? Of course not. When you look outside, this would be a two-headed devil holding a conversation with himself of this storage house. Well, let us see what Belial has to offer. Yes, let us see, You see this devilish type figure with these two heads adorned in a not much armor, more of like very like torn cloth. Matches a theme of just the overwhelming destruction that always takes place here. He has a color of red to him, but black markings on his face, very runic type markings that those of you that can read Infernal would say. Who can read Ern? So Ern, you'd be able to make out that the ruins on a lot of his tattoos would make out a slave trader.
Oh, okay. And this is a two-headed devil, you said?
Mm-hmm. Seems to hold conversations with himself.
Would I be able to tell if there are slaves around him within his immediate vicinity?
You take with your 26, you take a kind of like peek where you kind of peer your head to the side where this devil's back is turned. And attached to his hip is a long chain, and a row of 5 slaves are chained alongside it. You would see people that of different races, elvish, dark elf, and one to be human, 2 males and 3 females.
I kind of whisper to Euron, "You take the lead here."
I mean, I've never been here, but okay.
You're the only one that speaks their language.
Well, that man right there, I'm gonna tell everyone what I had observed, that he's a, slave trader and he has slaves with him. I'm gonna look to Asher and ask him if he's able to speak, Infernal or any language down here.
Was I able to understand him or read what was on it?
I would say purposes of the scene, and you can help out the team, so another addition. Yeah, you would be able to understand.
I guess I would say, yeah.
Okay. Should I pretend? I mean, we're all tieflings. It will be weird if you're all slaves. Do they have tourism down here?
Did you tell us
There's-
about?
Why don't you just ask him where's the castle?
Wouldn't that
You
be
want to go
odd?
straight for the castle?
I mean, no one's told me anything else of what we're doing.
Wouldn't that be odd to not know where the castle council is and be here?
Could just say we're from a different layer.
I mean, we'd have.
We'd have to get our story straight.
Alright, well, Aislynn, you're my daughter.
Okay.
You two are Aislynn's pets. I'm just kidding. Uran, you've been here well, not been here, but you speak Infernal, so it's either you or or Asher that takes the lead.
Well, he seems like a man of few words. That could either be good for us or not good for us. I can be chatty, but I can be quite convincing at times.
Counting on it. I kind of
So,
pinch his butt. You got this.
You want me to try first?
can you just like stand like and be all intimidating and shit? You know, like.
I can do that.
I'm gonna.
I guess. Wait, what are we trying to do? Are we trying to ask for
Wait, how far
direction?
away are they from us? The two that are talking. Oh, really? That far? Oh.
Oh, wait,
Garrett?
that's
Yeah?
Do we
Alright.
have ropes and chains?
Because we gotta stay near Asher. 30 feet.
Oh, okay. Then we just stay within 30 feet from him.
Inch up with them.
Do we know how long that way up lasts?
8
Hours.
8 hours, I think, right?
Cool. Well, the goal is to find out where Kazuku is. Has anyone seen where Kazuku is?
Did you tell us about the explosion and black lightning or whatever?
I did.
Yeah, I would have said everything.
Oh,
Okay, so
I-
then maybe Kazuko's there. He has black lightning.
I guess it wouldn't be too hard to find the palace if there was a big explosion, right? Imagine we could just find it on our own. Hey,
I'm just like a dead fish laying on Arya.
what did you say about a dead fish?
Shut up. That was out of character.
Would it be like? I
Okay.
mean, I feel like we can't just like go in and out. I feel like we might need like some sort of like a base of sorts. You know,
I heard
like a shady inn that takes outsiders. You know.
Oh,
or
there are
whatever.
taverns here. Let's head to the tavern. Maybe it'll be more hospitable than this shit.
Okay. I guess we'll head for like a.
Do we see a sign?
I mean, see signs, but they don't make sense at all to those that can't read Inferno.
I guess.
Oh, this entire layer is sentient, by the way.
Is there an unsuspecting devil person around?
I mean, I'll say you approach the most, like, seems to be friendliest type. You walk up to this, this female tiefling. She looks at you a bit puzzled. Yes, may I help you?
I'm looking for an inn. We're kind of new in town, so maybe you can direct us to one.
Looking for an inn. Well, I can direct you towards Moxie's Inn. He's rather extravagant and full of energy. I'm sure you'll like whatever coin you have on your person.
I'm laughing because we're poor.
This is true. How about
I have
something?
600 gold.
Oh my goodness, we're so poor.
I have a question.
Have 600 gold, you should be fine.
Yeah, inn stays aren't that expensive.
Don't know that.
Is there an
I do
inn
know
that
that.
are frequented by like otherworldly travelers?
Well, Moxie being the scumbag he is, he's very open to anyone with coin. As for the other ones, they're a bit more strict on outsiders. Are you all overworlders?
No.
Leaves Discord. I'm out!
Oh shit, the spell ended.
Get the fuck out of here. What was that? Sorry.
I was just,
I
I
would
was trying
just
to
go ahead.
for saying, I would just say, we're from the first layer. We're not familiar.
Well, first layer. So y'all of royalty? Or you all don't seem very royal, although your clothing looks rather.
I think mine would look the most royal.
Yeah.
I almost want to speak primordial to throw her off her ass. But I don't want to get in trouble.
All wear such fine silks. Other than this knight, seems he's seen some warfare in his time.
Yes,
I just
sir.
look at her.
So this way to the inn. Thank you so much for your
Oh, yeah,
Aislynn.
sorry for stealing more of your time. Moxie's in this way.
Moxie's. Okay.
Have a question.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Do you know where the castle is?
Oh man.
Oh,
Well, wherever the rubble is, that's where you'll see it.
Thank you.
It's currently under reconstruction due to weather climate.
We're here.
Can't speak at all.
I don't know if it's presumptuous of me to toss her a gold. I'll
You
toss
toss
her a
her?
gold. Yeah.
Oh, well then, I do appreciate this kind gesture.
I'll give her a thumbs up and wink at her.
Oh my, how dashing. She gives you a wink back, smiles. Well,
I kick her through a wall.
ah!
I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
Well, traveler.
Thank you. Plop right back on Arya's skin.
Aislynn, do not forget. Okay.
Hi.
We don't know Infernal, do you?
All right.
She was speaking
Yeah.
in Bayou. So.
Why is that on my sheet?
Actually,
Such a strange gesture of farewell.
I guess I would recommend them not talk so it doesn't blow our cover.
Don't
Okay.
mind her. She's a little tired, and I would like karate chop her on the neck. Just
Well,
carry
then,
her.
I won't ask any questions unless you have more gold.
I'll toss her another gold.
Okay, bye.
I'll just glare at
Send a
her on while
message to
rubbing.
Aislynn.
I was like, keep your mouth shut.
She grows like those anime welts, like that big one.
Aislynn would have seen that my hand was on a blade the entire time.
All prepared, ready, just in case.
Oh yeah. I mean, I'm gonna end up throwing a devil through a wall eventually.
Well, no, I'll wait till we get to the end.
The inn she pointed out, you would see has very like lavish neon lights. Looks very Las Vegas-y, but it
We're gonna
seems
see Johnny
kinda
down there.
It looks kind of run down to where like some of the windows are kind of broken. The kind of like push away doors, one's off the hinge, but the other one's not so much. And the paint is kind of
Jesus.
scratched off.
Oh my lord.
We take what we can get, right? I only have 23 gold, so let's see.
So the neon lights would say Moxie, but when they light up, it only says Mo.
my
We're at
God.
Mo's Tavern.
It's just like Mo, Mo.
Yeah,
Just
pretty
the
much.
way.
Mo.
It's got a sudden urge to prank call this tavern.
Nice, Tina.
Are we going in? Are we going in?
Will you guys go there?
I guess so, yeah.
Okay. I assume Ern's the one in
Yeah.
leading the front here. So when you push through those doors, the one that was hanging on a hinge just collapsed on the floor.
I
I'll
thought we
pick
weren't
it up
gonna
and
kick-
put it
I
on the
sent a message.
side.
I sent a message to him. I thought we weren't kicking indoors.
I would kind of grab the door and stand it up, and like,
You like try to place it awkwardly, but it doesn't
yeah,
quite
yeah.
work really. So it's like very awkward. But the sound woke up whoever was sleeping at the desk there, and he's like, "Oh, welcome to my shitty abode, and how may I help you of some sort?" Fuck, I'm tired. Oh, did you need something?
We're looking for some accommodations or lodging. Have you any openings?
I might have a place. How many delinquents are here today?
How many?
Four, five. How
I
much?
think there's 5 or 6
Five.
of us. 1, 2, 3,
Five of us.
5.
Alright, 5. Perfect. Just don't mind me writing in this ritual book, just in case you guys break more stuff.
Well, that kind of just happened by itself. Just
Oh, it's cool. It's understandable. I know this place is pretty run down. If you call this place Mo, there'll also be a service charge.
That's exactly how it is. I see.
I'll tug on Arya and point to the door like, take me over there. And I'll go mend it if she takes me over there.
All right.
But
You mend the door.
There's 5 of you. You're obviously staying here for purposes of secrecy, maybe.
just a little bit of leisure, we're trying to just find a couple people.
Okay, so sealed room is what you're looking for, right? In case things are being plotted against others.
Right.
I'm holding my sword a little tighter.
To send her a message. Calm down.
He kind of eyes you up and down.
I imagine.
Gives like a smug look, like, oh, he's pretty good looking.
I imagine she's carrying my son like that right there.
Arya's just gonna keep her mouth shut.
Don't mind my companion. The heat has gotten to her, and
Oh, it's not a problem, It's not every day you see angels fall through hell, huh?
Too bad we can't understand this.
Well then, I assume you're all overworlders.
First layer.
First
And I
layer.
glance at. Yeah.
Okay. First layer people who don't normally come around here. Usually you get people that are like, secret squirrel kind of folk, always trying to move around in the shadows. But don't mind me. So,
When
how's
you
the
said
100?
squirrel, I will. Oh, never mind. You dismissed raid. I'll do the whole raid.
Well, you can't understand them. Or do you know Inferno?
Oh yeah, no, I don't. Never mind.
Yeah, we're just
So-
sitting here dumbfounded, like Trump reading a science book.
So today's gonna run you about 120 gold. How's that sound?
This is for an evening.
Well, yeah, unless you're staying longer than 240.
What the fuck?
I'm gonna look at my companions and.
Look, the place will be pretty, safe for you and your little friends here. You can banter about anything. And
Send a message
Well,
around. I
the
can
end of
kill him
the-
and we can take this for ourselves.
What do you say?
it'll all be under the, aid of people not knowing any information.
240?
That's for 2 nights, right?
That's for 2 nights.
Yeah.
120, yeah, for 1 night. I mean, we
Unless-
definitely have that, but
Unless I can make a deal with a sweetheart here.
I don't understand anything.
Yeah. I'm just like with my face leaning against Arya's skin, just like turn my eyes to look at around, like, what's going going on?
You just see him like spit in his hands and like combing his hair back.
I'm just gonna turn around and I'm gonna tell them it's 120 gold, friends, for one night.
Unless, you know, a drink is in order.
I look to Arya. I raise my eyes to look at Arya. Reach in my
And
pocket.
he would say that in common, so you guys would know.
Oh. Arya, reach in my pocket.
Did you? I can't talk. Can't talk.
He's spoken
No,
common.
He's spoken common. 120.
Did you say a drink?
Hey, keep it down up there!
Did you say a drink?
That's what he said, indeed.
Huh.
I mean, just a drink. You're actually might be rather good company.
Mommy, are you gonna drink with the man?
You shut your mouth! You speak what I'm not kidding.
That might change your day and also the price of you all staying here.
She is brilliant company. I will just push her over.
You're pushing her with me in her arm.
No,
Yeah,
I
good
will
luck.
like nudge you over.
I glare back at you.
I
And
drop
then-
it to perhaps 40 gold this day.
And I set Aislynn down.
Oh.
And make a beautiful dress appear around my tiefling. That's a little bit revealing. I sit down.
I'm glad you're leaving her behind because that'd be very awkward if she was joining us too.
Oh, you said just a drink.
Well, yeah, here, of course. Unless you want to go out on the town. Well,
We'll see how good you can drink.
oh, I'm a terrible drinker. I get rather irate.
Alright, Aislynn paying 40 gold per night. So we're staying for 2 nights, that's 80 gold. If you'll pour the drink, I'll have a drink with you, and then I'll be on my way.
All right, sounds fantastic. Here's 2 room keys. We only have like people asleep in a room of 4, so someone's gonna have to be single out or you split it. You figure it out. It's your destiny, huh?
Take
Grab
the
a
room
key.
by myself, and I wink at him.
Oh, okay.
What is that for me or something in your eye?
Oh, let's see.
I reach in my purse, then pull out 40 gold and give it to him.
80.
80 gold.
Oh, sorry, 80 gold. Pull out 80. Another 40. Sorry, guys.
It's hot down here.
And then I look to Arya and I lean in and pulling on her dress a little bit.
I'll be there in a moment. Just leave Asher behind. Well, shit.
Yeah.
Well, just sit at the table. I'm merely having a drink with him.
Yeah, well, I'll sit at the lobby, about 30 feet away from where you're drinking.
I'll stay with Uncle Uron.
It'd be real bad if that's Uncle Uron. What if I want to have naughty time?
I just frown. And then I say, you said Papa was here, right?
Somewhere. Maybe this man will tell us.
Oh, me? I know nothing of your father, nor am I your father.
I mean, I look at him and I hazel it in my head. I'm like, certainly not.
Oh, don't mind her. She has resting, RTF, resting tiefling face.
Right. If you're coming
You said
in,
drink?
Yeah, it'd be much better conversation to have than John's.
Run along, Aislynn, with Uncle Uron.
Okay. I'll just see if I could connect to Fenron at all as well while we're here.
What's he look like? Is he some scaby looking motherfucker from like Little Monsters?
He's like your bard that slimed my hand, fucker.
So, the way Moxie looks like is he wears a very debonair suit. It's a type of very darkish purple, but with like a hint of reddish. his facial features has these greenish eyes, but his I don't know if tieflings have like scales or anything like that, or like devil's stuff, but it's like red with like a very taffy-like pattern with white mixed in.
All right. I wait
Seems
for
like
him to
your
pull
type.
his drink.
And then his hair is like a like white but with like tints of gray.
I wait for him to pour a drink.
So what brings you around here, Miss
Aria.
Aria? Brings a punchy drink. Here you go.
Very good. I don't know what my ass this drink is.
It's booze. You never had it?
Well, is it mead? Is it ale? Is it wine?
Look, it's stuff that'll knock you on your ass, alright? Just enjoy yourself.
Doubtful. I
Well,
slam
just
the
see,
drink.
you tough girl. And then you drink it. Okay. Let's make a
A bad time to roll it. Oh, I have disadvantage. I take a sip of my cord first.
conversation. Oh, need a chaser? That's pretty hard stuff.
So I take one to get rid of my exhaustion from heat.
Yep.
I only have 2 charges left for the day. And then I drink, because I do not want to go on my ass. I still rolled with disadvantage.
Reroll.
I rolled a 16 on that. Okay.
15. I mean, it hits pretty hard, but it's nothing compared to like Dionysus or stuff you've had.
I haven't drank it really hardly at all. I've been mainly drinking water and salt water, right?
Mm-hmm. So it is otherworldly. It's pretty hard. Kind of gives you a bit of a daze. Almost tastes a bit too strong. Like it makes it more uncomfortable than an enjoyable drink.
I just kind of caress my chest.
Kind of leaves like a lingering herbal taste.
Was I just roofied by a tiefling?
No.
Alright. Not bad.
It's alright. It's pretty cheap.
So what's with the rubble over here? I
The
motioned to
rubble-
him for another drink.
So I don't know about you, but we don't get enough. We don't really get lightning around here, that of the color of black either. So, you know, it's all a bit strange. Seems a lot of fuss is going on within the castle. You would see Asher walk outside, but leave the lantern behind.
I'll note that in my head that he walked outside.
Okay.
I motioned for another drink.
Are you sure? You know.
No, I thought we were having a conversation.
I mean, if you drink enough, it'll kind of sound like howling cats.
Very well. That Belial, the ruler of this lair, she survived?
Kind of narrows his eyes. Yeah, she survived.
Thank goodness we wouldn't want to see anarchy in this realm. It's very lawful.
I mean, it's normally common that people try to upset each other all the time. Although orders are always in place, but you know, things are ran around here as far as like you have to earn the right. Maybe get a title of some sort. Sometimes the big guy tells you you're an archdevil one day, sometimes he doesn't.
Sip this one. I'm not gonna get smashed. Well, I'm glad you're okay. I'd hate to see this fine establishment go to rubble.
I mean, have you seen the place?
Yeah, we just mended your door.
You fixed it.
Yeah, look.
So you messed up my decor. I'm gonna have to add that on the price there.
Hold on.
I'm just pulling your leg.
I mean, if you pull my leg too much, it may hurt.
Well, is it like detachable?
Probably.
see.
Is it?
Well, I've enjoyed our drink, and I'll sip it again.
Already a drink ahead of me, so I guess I'll join you. And gives you
Well, I just figured you could keep up.
as he's down in it, looks to you a bit weird. So Belial, she is a he. Say you're from the first layer,
It's a player mistake, but I'll allow it.
huh?
Yeah. And what's the she one? Is it the other one?
Yeah, Fierna.
Yeah, Fiona. Yeah. Well, let's roll jointly. I assume the woman rules. Look, don't have a ton of knowledge on this layer. As I said, or as he said, we're from the first layer.
Right, right. Anyways, you guys paid me for your secrecy and safe haven, so I'll do as such because that's my motto. I hope you guys wouldn't be playing me as a fool, because
Trust
I'm not,
me, there's no one playing you as anything.
not one to care if I'm play for a fool. I get rather upset. I see him
I've s-
tapping his long, like fingernail, his pointer on the desk, and begins to start scraping the wood as he's like seems to be more serious.
Well, it seems that you don't believe we're from the first layer.
I didn't say that.
Well, your candor dictates my response.
Must be the booze.
Well, it's rather strong. I've had stronger.
Well, perhaps you need that type of vigor when living secret lives these days.
Perhaps.
Well, then, it was all right speaking with you. Um, you rather look beautiful. It's been a while since
Sullivan.
I've shared a drink with someone with
Well,
your
like they
beauty.
say about Zariel when she fell, some angels do exist in the hells.
Yeah, but then they're just downright a bitch afterwards.
Shameful of Oh, not a fan of Zariel,
Uh, I mean, let's not hold our heroes high, huh? But
huh? First layer. We have our heroes.
right, right, first layer. Um, the bottle's yours. I'm gonna go do host stuff. He goes back to his like podium at the front and then just falls asleep on the podium there.
Slide him.
You inside him?
Mm-hmm.
Where?
If you have disadvantage.
No.
You
Uh,
don't.
you would
No?
just see him at the podium just asleep. So he didn't really like go anywhere.
Uh,
So it'd be like the bar. He walked across the table
no, I'm
into the
just seeing if
podium.
he's actually asleep.
Oh, if he's actually asleep. I mean, right now he's just got his head down, just trying to work up a drool there, I guess.
Hmm.
As for Escher, you head outside. Um, you would notice down like a pathway that people are kind of congregating to, but any sort of rubble in the like most recent vicinity, I mean, it seems like your location's gonna be farther than what you think it is.
Oh no. Is there any like high point I could look for?
High point? I mean, you could climb on top of the tower and probably get a better look, but no buildings are like super high as like
Yeah.
Assassin's Creed status.
Oh, if he was walking
Oh,
outside, I'd be following him because I'm not leaving that lantern.
Yeah,
Lantern's
he,
in
he
here.
left the lantern
Oh.
behind
Oh, okay.
since he's good, pretty much.
I guess I would climb up then.
Okay. There's like some boxes on the side you're able to like climb on top of, easily access the roof here. You look over and you would see like in a long distance through these rivers of flame billowing and explosions in the distance. That there is an end to it all, but is it the castle? No idea. But there is a lot of terrain that must be trudged through in the direction you're looking
I would look to see if there's any other pathways to get there.
at. Looking around, I mean, all of the terrain here seems rather treacherous. From the burning seas of lava to just the fiery eruptions.
I think
Any
there's.
type of safe or easier travel would probably be raised in question.
I said it was destroyed by Black Lightning, so I guess I would just like look at what Revel was described to be destroyed from Black Lightning. Try to like see whether it last was like hit at to like get a good guess to where this dude could be at.
I would say to find any rubble of the castle here in Abermont, which is probably a bit of a ways from that keep, might be like an ill effort. You wouldn't find any like of that here,
Hmm.
especially since like some of it was being disintegrated too.
Oh yeah, that makes sense. So the lady that I asked told me the direction of it, right?
Mm-hmm. That's the direction I assumed you were looking at.
Yeah, yeah. Uh, I guess I would go back in.
Okay. You guys would notice Asher walking in. Asher, you would see the host back asleep at his podium.
Well, that's unfortunate.
That was unfortunate.
I made a mistake already.
Mm,
And he's on to it.
well, mistakes happen.
It's a good thing you're in a different room.
We'll handle it. Whatever trouble comes our way.
What was this? He seems to be um promoting secrecy, so
Yes, a man that promotes secrecy tends to like to be in on the know. It's kind of how he derives his self-worth, I believe. The idea that, and I'm not saying this loud enough for him to hear, Gary, unless he has super hearing.
No, you're good.
Yeah,
You would look over and you just see him in a puddle of his own, spit, just sleeping.
I feel like not being honest with him might be the problem. But the main problem was I got the two confused. Must be the heat.
Did you ask him if he saw anyone like Papa?
I did not. I did not get the chance.
um why don't we get you all kind of rested and maybe we can take a look around, or unless you guys want to take a look around now.
It's up to you.
I
I'd say less is more.
I would just try to call out if possible, or contact him if anyone. Anyway.
Okay. How do I want to go about these?
Wait, do we know if
Yeah,
this
message him.
is the castle that Kazuko was taken to?
Yeah, it's in
Uh,
rubble. And
yeah,
they keep
you've seen
talking
it.
about Black Lightning, and you've seen it.
So we assume that
Yeah, you guys are on the
Eh,
assumptions that you're in the same place.
Okay, then I would try.
If you have any kind of message of some sort, I might be able to reach him.
I would try to get close to the castle first before I try.
Wait, what are you doing?
Send a message.
Oh. Waiting for my character sheet to. Oh, there we go.
I think Aislyn's sending a message to Fenron, not Kazuku, and you're sending a message to Kazuku?
Mm-hmm.
No, I don't have message.
Okay.
I gave you my You know the spells I have, darling.
I pull on Arya's dress a little bit.
Yes?
Can you try to call for Papa?
Oh yeah, Fenron. And I sent a message. Now don't freak out. But your daughter's in hell. Staying at the Moxie. On the Phleglos lair in the town. Abracadabra. I don't remember what the name is. Abrimok.
You just you would hear a message back. You allowed her to come here.
Here we go.
Sent a message back. See, the thing is, my advice falls on deaf ears. It's kind of a family trait.
It's currently not working now. Family trait. I'm
Yeah.
fighting a devil.
Do you need assistance? I will come.
Please do.
Where are you?
In hell.
I sent him a message back. You know, trying to be helpful to you, really appreciate just an idea of where you're at in hell. There's 9 layers and they're massive.
Your message back. Fuck!
Uh,
Look, I'm in a bit of a bind here.
give me features! Something!
Lava, rivers of explosion flame.
I was looking.
Is it crimson dust and rivers of blood?
Why does this spell last forever?
Is it?
I'm just looking at Arya worried because I can't hear it. I'm just like, what is going on?
That's the only feature from the book I know is the jealous heart. It's in this area. It's a vast field of crimson dust and rivers of blood. He wouldn't be there because you said fire, so he's got to be near us.
I'm trying to think.
He's near us. I know. Pit of flame. Are you in a pit of flames?
There's fire fucking everywhere. Just fucking look for me.
Wait. What about?
Do we have a locate person or locate creature or whatever?
And I
Please
don't
thank
have
you.
I don't have it prepared. I do have locate objects. I don't have it prepared.
I would go, shit, I can't get there without fucking Lantern Man or the ring.
If I had 4 hours to prepare a spell, I can get gate.
Alright, here's the plan. Okay?
Oh,
Hear me out.
listening.
It's crazy.
What is
Your
it?
father is in danger.
Mm-hmm.
You need to rest. I, on the other hand, will take that ring of yours, and you stay by the fire person. We'll run ahead to help your father. When you're done resting, get your ass there.
By yourself.
No.
Yeah.
I can cast gate, and we can all portal next to Father.
Oh, well then that seems like a better plan in the first place.
But I've gotta prepare it.
4 hours, Aislynn.
Yes, I know. I will catch up with everyone. You go help Papa.
If that's what you request,
It's a suggestion.
give me the ring.
Going alone.
What's your job?
I know my job.
Then I know mine. I don't want to go by myself. Trust me.
There are
Before.
others. There are others here that could aid you.
Well, I'm up for any ideas other than the one I just came up with.
Um. Okay, so I mean, there's only really two. Some of us could go there right now and then help them, or all of us can go all together in 4 hours. Correct?
No fair duel will last 4 hours.
Okay.
So why don't we? I mean, if you think you're gonna be there before 4 hours, why don't we all go?
Well, the thing is, we don't know where to look, right?
Well,
That is a
no.
good.
Yeah.
We know we could ask for directions, but in the end, like, it's a long shot to even get to Fenron.
The only option is, well, the only two options we have is spending 4 hours to get gate. It'll put a portal right next to Fenron that we can walk to, or
I'll be honest, your dad was not entirely useful in finding out where he was at. I don't know if you looked around. Everything's lava and fire.
yeah.
Can I scry on him?
Yeah, you most certainly can.
Whether do it. This is the heart of the cards.
Just to
And
see
if I
what
had,
his surroundings look like.
Your
if I had
father's
it
winning, Aislynn.
prepared.
Mm,
What do I need to roll? I don't need to roll, do I?
He has to make a
I have to
wisdom
make
save
sure.
against your spell DC.
No, well, that is a bust
If
already.
he,
I don't think he's gonna.
Unless his modifier is higher than your DC, it's not a bust.
well, if he knew, well, I don't know if he would know if it, who it was, but he could choose to fail too, couldn't he? If he knew who it was.
If
I don't
Fenron's
think.
a secret person, he would never allow that, in my opinion. I don't know if Gary would agree with that.
I don't think he would choose to fail because anyone could scry on him at this point, right?
Could be anyone. Could be
Yeah.
Henry.
Sure.
Oh. You. I'm gonna go prepare a spell. Give me the key.
Alright.
I'll take a key
I
from.
Oh, he
well,
failed. Good. My DC is 19.
Okay. So.
way to go,
visions-
Yoshi.
Your visions exit out, and they are brought to a fiery pit where
Mm-hmm.
tons and tons of these horned winged devils are flying around alongside this uh, very vampiric looking creature with like golden skin with
Man, do I
dark
want to fight?
robes. These like darkened purple robes with like a vermilion like inlay. Each attack this larger golden creature leashes out are like these punches through portals. Um, Fenron seems to be having a rough time. The armor and clothing you wore are not as pristine as last time you saw. Blood has been shed. His hair is rather tattered. Uh, Looks like the fight isn't really going too well for him. I mean, he's sundering devils aside, but I mean, this being before him is just trying to overwhelm him with numbers and himself. Um, what you can gather from this location is it is about a 5 mile walk through um, a terrain guarded by devils, a large gate that meets into a bridge that crosses a very large inferno flame river, which then brings you to an elevator that lifts you to the bottom floor of this fiery pit. All these would lead you southeast from your current direction.
Southeast from our current location.
Yes.
I not hate to be the guy. That just sounds too fucking dangerous.
Okay, so if I can't ascertain any more like landmarks or whatever, I would relay what I've seen to my traveling companions.
Okay.
Okay, guys, southeast from here.
5 miles, huh? Through possibly the worst thing that we've ever come across. Hmm.
I
Depending on
mean,
what
I could go as I'm not quite affected by the heat in this place, but I don't know if I'm able to go through 5 miles of devils.
I take the ring from Aislynn. Do you want me to go?
I could try and sneak around. I am quite stealthy.
Aislynn?
She fell asleep.
Celeste?
Oh, I was muted.
Do you want me to go?
Don't die.
I look at her and put the ring on attune.
All right. You're tuned to the ring.
Kyo?
He should probably stay with her.
Yeah.
No?
That's what I'm saying. No one goes near her. Asher, will you help them, please? Good talk. After its attunement, I pick up Uran and haul ass.
All right. That's where we'll leave off for next time.
I mean, I have a +9 strength. I'm gonna haul ass.
We arrive and we see Fenron's corpse.
Shut your
Turn
mouth!
around and walk away.
No,
From a
we-
distance, Arya looks over at Uran. Do we even bother at this point? What's like the real quality of life now?
Shut your mouth! Don't you ever say that again.
We'll definitely get there. I mean, if things go okay, we can get there before 4 hours is up. 5 miles. You can run that in like 20 minutes.
Oh yeah. I had 2 uses of my cord left, so that'll be fun.
Okay, we're back. Alright, everyone. That ends tonight's session for Kurai campaign. Thank you for hanging out. Be back tomorrow, probably with... Actually, I don't know. There's a couple games I want to play, and a new one that I downloaded. But I also want to do some art, so I'm not sure what I'm gonna do. But thank you for hanging out. Not gonna do a raid, just gonna end things here. Well, yeah, more D&D on Sunday. Oh, next Sunday, actually, might not be Wildmount. We might be doing a one-shot with somebody else as a DM. Waiting to see if there's enough people, but if we have enough people, we're going to be doing that instead of Wildmount. If there isn't, then we'll be resuming with Wildmount, and then more Cry on Monday. But I hope you guys have a great weekend. Or week. The weekend's over. Bye!